Kitsune. Hi, Night. Hi, Iron. How are y'all? Oh, there we go. Hello, how are y'all? Hi, Cobra. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Hi, Rectangle. Hello, 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 hello. How is everyone? You're not really tired? All y'all sleep schedules. Oh my goodness, y'all worry me. Sleep is important. As long as you're getting sleep at some point. Hi, hi. How are y'all? How was y'all's day? Did you have a good one? Guess what you able to be Thursday? How is it Thursday? Hi, Lon. How is it Thursday? Oh my goodness. Look at my tracking. Sorry. I get distracted by it sometimes. We should do a yapping stream where I do my iPhone tracking so that you can see how good the mouth tracking is. Because right now it's using my webcam tracking for the arms, which I don't even have enabled right now. So it's like being wasted. But yeah, we should do a yap stream so y'all can just see how good it is. Hello. Ah, sleep with a fan. I hear a lot of people use a fan to sleep. It surprises me. I don't like noise when I sleep. It's Friday? Oh yeah, it's Friday for you. Not Friday for me yet. Having fun? I am. I had to had to do a lot of unpacking to get to the webcam and setup and everything for HANDCAM. So I guess it's good because I unpacked everything, but also it was a lot actually. You can see individual teeth. No, you do get like I think they have it tracked well enough. I can like puff my cheeks out, you know. You can't see, you don't see it here, but in my on my other face tracking, and then when I like scrunch things up, you can see everything, you know. It's really cute. How is the horse game? I still play the horse game an average of like 3 hours a day. Y'all just don't see me play it. I play it off stream because it's a lot of me skipping things, you know? It's a lot of skipping stuff, so I don't know how like interesting it is to watch. Maybe it's super interesting, but I just like want to get Haru. I got her to 2 stars and I'm very happy about it. So now I'm shooting for 3 stars. I'm saving up pools so that I can pull more Harus. It's Friday. Oh yeah, for someone's Friday already. You know, different time zones and stuff. Running the last test on the last round before I retest the others. Ooh, exciting. I'm excited. I have my second computer, but I don't wanna, you know. Are y'all excited? Who knows something about one of the girls in the horse game? Only if it's a good fact. I only like happy facts about the horse girls. I don't want any sad facts or any bad facts, you know. You stream on Discord to show you technique. Oh yeah, you should show me your horse girl technique. Yeah. I did another horror run today, and I read that she's guts. She's like a primary guts, or like that's her. She gets like a 20% boost on guts, and so I tried running a guts build, and I didn't like it. I didn't get as far as my speed build. I like her more as like a speed monster. So I don't like whatever the Haru meta is. I'm not a fan of it. Haru and I will win our own way. You know, we'll win how we want to win. It'll be good. Oh no. Yeah, I'm starting to look up horse girl. What do you call it? Guides. I'm starting to look up guides. I'm you know, 100% trust and believe in Haru. I am. That's why I don't think we should keep her in a box. I think we should let her expand her wings to whatever she wants to be, you know? You ran a guts build without looking up builds. Yeah, guts is her primary stat. You already figured that out, but I didn't. I guess it makes sense. She's very if it's the mold, you know, if it's the vibe, if it's the Haru vibe. Look at how blinky. I'm so blinky. I never even noticed, and then I started looking at my model. Let me get myself set up for HANDCAM. I gotta change my model. I don't know where I'll hang out. Where's my pngTuber? How about I hang out over here? We'll see when we get everything set up. But this seems like a good place for me to hang out. But only to 300 and then switched to speed and power. Yeah, I think my biggest thing is I get stuck on one stat and I don't switch enough. You know? It's the owner only let them put Scarlet in the game if her chest was bigger than their rival's vodka. That's actually hilarious. I've heard there's lots of things like they don't have any. Okay, in a lot of gachas, there's perhaps a little bit of a, you know, a little bit less coverage, if you know what I mean. Sometimes on some of the gacha characters, and one of they like don't do any of that with the horse girls because basically the organization that like gave them permission to use the different horse girls, and like their image is like they want to stay on their good side, and they basically like don't loot our horses. So that's why the game is like they're very like cute and cozy, and there's nothing like that. So I like it. I like it. It's very it's. There's some gachas I play that I can't sometimes play in public because people would see it and they'd be like, "What is that?" So I appreciate that I could play this out in public and not be like, "Yeah." you know. Are you doing anything different with my audio today? No. Oh gosh. If I don't. If there's audio issues, I don't wanna. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. I was sorry. They're gonna stay as is. I always have audio issues. I don't want to fix them today. I already had to set up my whole streams, my whole hand cam setup. Horses. The thing I like about this game is the stars don't really matter. Yeah, like everyone can be a star. Like the 1 stars for me are the same performance as the 3 stars. I'm sure there's benefits and ease of like how easy it is to get to the final the URA, but like I feel like Haru can do it just as much as like I forgot their name. I have 2 3 stars that I'm working on right now. I forgot them. I don't think it got to it. Let me see. No, it's using the right mic. No, it's using the correct microphone. What do you mean I'm cutting out more than normal? My mic is in the same spot as always. No, it's my normal mic. It's scratchy. Sorry, I shouldn't complain. I just feel like I always have mic issues. Just smack it? Okay, wait, let me mute it. Okay, let me know if that fixed it. Oh, I can only do what I can do. Hopefully hitting it got fixed. It's the same mic as always, and I didn't change anything. It's fine. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. It's just gonna be scuffed. I can only handle so many technical issues. I feel like I'm a walking technical issue. It's such a disaster. It's the scuff. Yeah, maybe, but I should just get a scuff emote. I should what do you call it? Take advantage of it? I don't know the word for it. I should take advantage of it. Okay. Anyways, scuff and all, I don't know. We'll see if this scuffs out too. Um, we'll see if this scuffs out too. But okay, we're gonna we're gonna hand cam now. Okay, there we go. Hi everyone. we'll work past the scuff. I apologize as always. It's always like that. But hello everyone. How are y'all? This is our setup. I think we're good. Everything seems to be in focus. Yeah. Capitalize on the problem. Yeah, exactly. we'll make it work. So today, I had this plan actually like 2 weeks ago. If I'm being honest, this was supposed to be a birthday stream. You expect my nails to be colored? Fun fact about the Keaton. Oh, I'm gonna say the line. I apologize, y'all. I used to be a chemist. And a chemist wear you wear like nitrile gloves a lot in the lab. You're like always wearing gloves, and so it scuffs up your nails. And now I'm a developer, and I like type all day, and those two things combined has made it so that like I've never gotten into painting my nails because it just always gets scuffed up and ruined anyways. And there's nothing worse than like you do your nails and then like a day later it's ruined. It's all gone. So yeah, no, I know. You can see my nails break a lot also with keyboard with all the typing I do. So yeah. I don't paint my nails. They're just left however the lab leaves them is how they're left. Teflon nail polish. Yeah. Not a chemist. Yeah, I'm not a chemist anymore. I don't get credit for that. But yeah, so that's why my nails. I haven't painted them since like college. But see, well, yeah, that's why I started. That's when I started working in a lab. Basically when I started doing lab stuff, I just stopped because I got tired of having to fix things. So yeah. Right now my hands are kind of. I've been doing a lot of gardening, so I feel like my hands are kind of like wonky. You know, they're But anyways, yeah. So 2 weeks ago, I had this planned for my birthday. There's this really cute thing in origami. If you fold 1,000 of these little tiny stars, well, they mean different things. So I don't know. My webcam's scuffing out too. We'll get through it. I see it like flashing on my screen. But anyways, yeah. So there's this cute thing in origami where if you like make a certain amount of stars, they mean different things. But if it's like 999, like 1,000, you can make a wish. And so it's like for the year to year, and you're supposed to gift it to someone so they can make a wish. But you know, I decided I'm old, so I can be selfish and make a wish for myself. So I was gonna fold enough stars to make a wish to like be successful the year. And I got this like little jar. You know, I got this jar to put it in, so I thought that was kind of fun. And I got these colors because I thought they were really cute. And I got them pre-cut because I'm lazy. So, Dead by Daylight? Oh. Clock. Okay, so yeah, we have this. We're going to start with just one. Because I think it's going to take us a couple tries, honestly, to figure out how this works. Would it have been smarter? Oh, this is like really thin. Is it supposed to be so thin? Oh my gosh, can you all see? You can't really visualize, but it's very thin. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, but we have jar. We'll like start filling it up. If I had planned ahead, I spent all my time setting up the webcam, and I guess I should have spent more time on that. But I worked on getting that all set up, and I won't be able to show you the instructions on the screen because I didn't get that set up in time. I would like to formally apologize for that. But yes. Here we go. Okay, let me pull up the instructions. So, I've never done this before. Oh yeah, I have lots of really pretty origami. We might also try some other origami. We'll see. No, it's like this. Okay, so this is step 1. Win a whole match without getting hooked and heal. That's so lucky. Okay, so we have this. What? Oh, I'm already confused. I think they did this. Okay. Oh, do you want me to bring it closer? Boom, boom, boom. There you go. Now you can see it better. Okay. And then I think it's like, wait, what? Oh, it's like, okay, so this is definitely right, but they have like very little here, so I think I need to go here, right? You should get a video. I should, but instead I'm looking at pictures. And then they flattened it, and they have it like, it's like this, you see? Okay, this looks good. This looks exactly like the picture. And then they flattened it. Okay, so we have this so far. Looks right. Right? And then, wait. What are you doing? You go like this? I think they went like this. Okay. And then think they do this. Where's what? Let me try again. Wait. 1 second. Origami look star tutorial. It's dead? Oh no. Should we watch a video? This is the first video that comes up. Let me mute it. It's got 6.9 million views. I think that's a good sign. Okay. Yeah. This is so scuffed. Yeah. How'd they do this? There we go. Let me skip the part where you will need paper. Okay, wait. They went, but it's like, how do they do? Wait, okay. Okay, it looks like this. It looks like this. It looks like, it's blurry. It looks like this. Oh, it's like a little heart. You see that? Heart. Okay. We have this. And then she bends it. Okay, so then she went like this. Hi, Phantom. You're gonna watch where you work on your essay for college? Oh my gosh, good luck. Good luck with your essay. Haven't written an essay. Actually, I write essays for my anime channel. So I wrote an essay recently. But it was for like fun. I feel like an essay for fun is different than like a school essay. Okay, so we have this. Okay. 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 Bum, bum, bum. Okay, she's like pulling. She's like really taking the time to make hers look good. Maybe I should take the time to make mine look a little better. When's the last time I posted there? I think like a week ago. I've written a couple essays. I've written a couple things in the last week or like 2 weeks ago, I think I posted. Which animal specifically are you? I am a cat. I am a cat. Just your everyday cat girl. Nothing too unique or special, you know? We aim for I aim for simplicity. I really like simple models, like that have a few very iconic visuals, but there's not like too much over the top to like distract your eyes. So that's what I was trying to go for, you know. That's what I like for mine. I think this is good. Hers looks different, but yeah, ex-chemist cat girl is actually the perfect way to describe me. I'm just a shut-in now, you know? Okay, we got this. Yeah. And then they fold behind them. Then they went like this. And they made sure to line it up here. You see, like that. We love cat girls. Yeah, the cat girl fan here. There we go. Nice. Yes. Space cat. Space cat. Space it'd be fun to go to space. Try it out. It would be cool if it was a full model. Yeah. Well, that model was also something I got. It was like a pre-made from Etsy. Well, the color was different. I asked her to change the colors, but like the design itself was from an artist on Etsy. So if I made a full model out of it, it would kind of be like stealing someone's design. But I would like something similar to that with those like cozy vibes and the sweater and, you know, all of that. For sure. Okay, and then she goes like this. Ding, 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 ding. There we go. Okay, so we fold over. Okay. And then she folds under. I'm a little nervous, but we'll see how this goes. Okay. Doing good so far. Still looks like hers. And then she goes like this. And then she goes here. Okay. And then she goes across. Wait, hers ran out of... She ran out of material. Is mine too long? If you have a tiny bit left, cut or rip it off. Okay. So if you have a tiny bit left, cut or rip it off. There we go. And then she tucks it in like this. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I feel like I need background music, you know? You need a little bop. Maybe if I play the sound of birds. What do y'all think about some sounds of nature? Oh wait, she tucked hers in way more. We need to try. I don't want to play anything like DMCA, but I feel like I can't get DMCA'd for bird sounds, right? Maybe not. The Minecraft. Oh, some rain would be really nice. Nutella, you know, I should just make some Nutella noises. Okay, so then she like... How did she do that? She like pushed it in. Okay, so there you go. You got one. Did she just do that for all the corners? Yeah, she's just pushing them in. Wait. Is that correct? I feel like I'm just... Why couldn't I just mush up a ball in the shape of a star? Is that wrong of me? Okay. There we go. Look cute. Ah! This is our first star. What do y'all think? Does it look like a star? You just kind of mush it up is what she said. It's a star. Don't look at the back, you know? But the front star, like... I wonder if they're supposed to do something to make the back a little more... Yeah, I think we can tell it's a star, right? I'll put it right there on my cloud. Patrick star. Okay, wait, let me find... Just play my background music on a loop. Comfy. There we go. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Okay, so this says relaxing sounds of rain. How's that? Do you feel relaxed? 1 star out of 1 star. Yeah, we gotta... Should we do, like, all purple first? Should we do all the purples first? Or should we, like, do some variety? Because remember, they're gonna go in this jar. So, like, would it be nicer to... I think it'd be nicer to have, like, a layer of purple, right? Yeah, look, we got all this to get through. We might only do purple. Or would it look nicer to, like, have a variety? Hit a downtown bus shelter? Is that comforting? Nyang. Do you feel comforted? I like variety, though. To make sure another one waiting to be tested. Let's do variety. And then later on, I can just sort them, right? I think this is gonna be an ongoing project, by the way. Oh, they don't even want to separate. Give me a piece of paper. Uh-oh. Well, we might be doing purple just because I can't... Oh, it's like... Sorry, you don't know what's happening right now. Look. It's all stuck together. Isn't that interesting? It's kind of satisfying. Y'all can't feel it. This is very, very, very weirdly, like, nice feeling. Oh! This person is selling views. Let me ban them. Banned. I get so sad when I see these in, like, really old accounts, you know? Careful with paper cuts. That is true. Okay, well, we'll just do this then. Oh! I ripped it. I ruined it. It's a little ripped, but it should still work. We ended up ripping off parts, so. Okay, let me watch the video again. So, okay. See, if we do it enough, we might, like, you know, just be used to it. I can't even remember to say on the screen. Ah! I'm trying to keep up with her pace. I can't. I need to pause it. I don't have her speed. Oh, this rain is very cozy. I'm glad we went with rain noises. Yeah, that's why the fact that they're like hacked accounts is what makes me so sad. It's like someone's really old Discord account that, or Discord Twitch account that gets stolen. You know, think of all the memories someone had. Although I guess probably most likely it was abandoned, huh? Okay, so we have this. I'm trying to do her, like, turbo speed. Ooh, there was some lightning there. Okay, so she went here. There we go. Right here. Okay. Look at how good we're getting. I bet I could do the next one maybe by myself. Like, no, I think I need to watch her a few more times. But yeah, think about, like, you know, how long that account's been around, existing, and then it just goes poof. Okay, so now here. You got decimated in your final match? Oh no! I haven't played Dead by Daylight in so long. Oh, I think I cut it too short. Uh-oh. Don't people forget about... Do you forget about your accounts? If I have an account, like, I keep track of my accounts, and then if it's an account I don't use anymore, I just delete it. And I know, like, there's obviously things, yeah, your account's not, like, actually deleted when you delete, but, like, for my usage purposes, it's deleted. You had your Snapchat account hacked in 2021? What? You didn't get it back? Oh my gosh. Wow, Snapchat, that was so long ago. Does anyone still use, like, their... Probably not their MySpace, but, like, their Facebook, Snapchat... I still use Instagram. I think Instagram's the only social media that I still use. But other than that... Oh, I'm trying to get into Blue Sky right now, because I missed... When Twitter was, like, normal Twitter, and it was, like, actually fun, I never got into it. And I feel like I really missed, like, a lot of the memes. People would always be like, oh, I saw this on Twitter. And I like the concept of just, like, short little, like, thoughts. So I'm trying to get into Blue Sky right now, but I haven't really... I don't know. I feel like I have far and few thoughts that I feel like sharing, and so I don't think I Blue Sky correctly. But I hear, like, there's a bunch of cool artists, and that's why I want to look, because, you know, I like looking at art. Wow, this one really I messed up. But yeah. All your passwords the same thing. Wait, what? Is a password? Oh, yeah, of course you use, like, password managers, like 1Pass. Oh my gosh, who doesn't use a password manager in 2025? What? 2FA and password manager for everything. Snapchat is gone? Wait, it's just gone? Like, it doesn't exist anymore? Wait, really? GDPR request is truly delete all accounts. Yeah. MySpace still exists, but it's for musicians who want to be kids friendly. Yeah, I mean, I don't have my MySpace account anymore, so use KeyPass. Yeah, as long as you're using some sort of password manager. Notepad on your... Oh my gosh, Coco, don't tell me that. You're hurting my soul with that information. Oh, jeepers. Okay, we got 2. I feel like one is a little better than the other, but we can't judge them for that, you know. My first one went a lot better, and then my second one, I was too ambitious with, like, the rip. All your passwords are in your head. I'm sure all your passwords are phrases, you know. You have a piece of paper next to your computer for your passwords. Oh my gosh. Does anyone else have, like, one? Okay, I keep Facebook, not because I use Facebook. I haven't posted on Facebook in like 10 years or something, but Facebook Marketplace. People, a lot of parents, when their kids move away to college, they want to empty their rooms. And you know what kids have in their rooms? Manga. You can get really, really, really good deals on used manga on Facebook Marketplace. So I keep it for that alone, because there's always like parents selling boxes of manga for like $5. It's great. I love it. I feel bad for the kids, but you know, one man's parents' trash is my treasure. So yeah, that's why I keep Facebook. But I forgot where I was going with this. Yeah, that's why I have Facebook for that. Oh yeah, but sorry, I was going back. Does everyone else have that family member on Facebook that like they'll like take a picture and there'll be something really unsecure, like a password or something in the picture that they sent, and you're like, hey, you should remove that picture. There's like a password. I don't know what it's for, but there's a piece of paper in the corner of this picture and I can see a password. Like, get rid of it. Delete it. And they're like, no, who cares? No one will know. I'm like, because I had that happen to me once, and I was flabbergasted. I was flummoxed. I was shocked to my core that they were like, oh, it's okay. No one, my friends on Facebook, they're on Facebook. They wouldn't do that to me. It's like, but. Anyways, Facebook's hard. Facebook's, oh my gosh. Oh, Snapchat's like ruined. This is fine if someone has physical access to your computer, not much will help. No, Facebook isn't the best place I have to get used manga. I have better sources. But it is a place. That's why I keep it. I keep an eye on it because, like, dude, a deal's a deal, you know? And people are like, some manga people treat like Pokemon cards. Like, they've upped the price so much, like scalpers and stuff. Ugh. So yeah, I'll take what I can get. You only use Facebook for... Okay, Marketplace too, yeah. I haven't ever sold anything on Marketplace because I don't know. But... actually kicks kids out of homes to get manga for cheap. Dude, you do what you gotta do for the manga. You know? I haven't folded this. I got distracted talking about manga. Just use various manga collection to create phrases for your password. Yeah, I have a, like, manga, if you look between the pages of my manga, you'll find all of my passwords, actually. Your Gmail password is wrong. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I feel like most people's Gmail passwords are, like, generated, right? Post the same motivational images daily that talk about cutting out toxic friends, something about being better than I was. Dude, Facebook is like weird boomer pettiness. I have not looked at a Facebook like thread. Like, I haven't been on the Facebook side of Facebook in probably like 8 years since I saw that picture from a family member, and I was just shocked to my core at the lack of concern. I just hang out on Marketplace and look for manga deals. Changing profile picture. No, it still says where I went to high school is my education. Like, if you saw my Facebook right now, it's like my high school education is my information. I haven't updated anything. Those parents are selling the manga without the permission, and now they're gonna be mad. Oh yeah, yeah, 100%, 100%. They're gonna be so mad. But like I said, their loss is my gain. I will say there has been a few times where some like really rare, like basically grail pieces I've seen parents post on Facebook Marketplace, and I have sent them a message and been like, hey, if you're actually legit selling this because this is yours, I'll 100% take this. But I'm just going to tell you, for the price you have it posted at, I assume you're not the owner of this. Like, I assume you're selling on someone else's behalf, and I don't think they're going to be super happy. Like, I worded it as nicely as possible, but I'm like, that's a really expensive thing you're selling for $1. Like, check with the person first. I've had, and to be fair, every single person I've told has been like, oh, I had no idea. I was just, like, selling my kid's stuff. Like, everyone's been very nice about it. But yeah, there has been a few times where I was like, you can't put this up for $1. I appreciate it. I'll take it if you're really just being like a really good person, but I don't think you are. So please talk to the person that you're selling their stuff for, you know? Even if I didn't decode it right. Yeah, all that matters is I'll be happy. Dude, the only thing I spend my money on is video games and manga, and sorry, I'm trying to get this correct, so I'm, like, messing with it a little bit. And overwhelmingly, most of that is towards manga. I mean, I save most of my money, because, you know, I'm an adult now, and I have to be responsible with my money, but for my expendable income that I have budgeted for myself, most of it goes towards manga. It's my hobby, you know, it makes me happy. It makes me happy. The person, no, sorry, the person who is selling the thing, you know, the person who is selling it. English is hard when you're doing origami. If you don't want parents to clean. How many people who took things with them to college? I moved into college with a single suitcase that I could take on a plane. I went to college out of state. And, yeah, I went with a single suitcase, and that's what I had for 4 years. I lived out of a single suitcase for 4 years of college. Oh, that's a lie. I lived in the dorms also all 4 years because I was on scholarship. And I did, get a comforter set for the beds and a pillow, and I did keep that in a box that during the summers, my friend would keep that, and they had like an apartment, and they'd let me put the single like little box with my bed sheets in in their room. So I guess I had a box and a suitcase. But I lived out of a suitcase for 4 years. So... It was, like, really awkward when I got my first apartment, when I got my first job, because I had nothing. And I was like, it was like, oh gosh. And the company that was, like, paying for your location and everything, when they're like, yeah, tell us everything you have so we can, like, send, you know, the proper vehicle or blah, 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 you know, to, like, move your stuff, I was like, I have a suitcase. And they're like, what? I was like... Yeah, I have a suitcase. So all the budget that would have been towards moving, they just let me put it towards, like, getting furniture and stuff, which was, like, super nice. They're, like, very... yeah, a suitcase, that's it? How to embarrass yourself in front of your employer before you even start working there. You know? And this one goes here, and I think this is the one that you rip, right? Yeah, this is the rip one. You say that your mother sold your Windows XP to a shitty family. Oh my gosh, that stings. I can't imagine having my stuff. My house burned in a fire, like I told you this, my house burned in a fire, like my junior year of college, something like that. And so I didn't have any of the stuff that was in my room, which I've told you basically the only thing I cared about was my childhood manga collection that burned in the fire. But anything like that I had, I didn't even have that because it burned in a fire. So I literally just had nothing to my name or anything. It made me not really hold on to material stuff. But I have been slowly trying to build back up. I've told you, like, my collection goal is to get all of the manga I had as my childhood. Some of them, basically all of them, are really unobtainable because they're so, like, expensive now. Like, some of them, one volume is like $100 to $200, and it makes me sad. Waiting until you were gone, and then... Wait, that's such a bummer. I'd be so sad if, like, my PC was sold. It just burned in the fire, so, you know. What's the plug? Going to Schoolhouse isn't really moving out, though. What? How is that not? You've, like, moved across the country. You lived in a motel for 9 months in the beginning of college. Oh my gosh. Small gas stove in the middle of the room to eat. What? That's wild, Phantom. Oh my goodness. That also sounds, like, expensive. Like, 7 months in a motel sounds like it would, or 9 months in a motel would add up. Such a fairy thing to do. Some of your old Gen 1 Pokemon cards for toys. Oh my gosh. That would be heartbreaking. I traded my, my holographic Charizard for a Bayleaf. For a holographic Bayleaf as a kid because I liked Bayleaf and I didn't like Charizard. I guess, let me know how that makes you feel. Ah! I used to do, like, Pokemon card competitions and stuff when I was a kid. I would use all of my, like, when I did all like, I would do, like, work and stuff, you know? And then work that a kid could do, right? I'd, like, wash people's cars or, like, clean up leaves and sticks and stuff, you know, like, little kid jobs. For, like, neighbors and stuff. And then with that money, I'd get Pokemon cards, and eventually I upgraded to getting manga. But I feel like they're getting worse, these stars. Let me see if I can fix it a little bit. Yeah. I sent a lot. Not a lot, because you get, like, a couple dollars from stores. But, you know, Pokemon packs weren't that expensive when we were kids. They were, like, $1. So I could get a couple packs for doing, like, you know, chores and stuff for a couple hours for people. It wasn't bad. Were they at least good toys? The fire shark changed very. Now she steals manga from college students. Yo! You gotta do what you know. You, it's a hard life out there. Because manga isn't gonna get itself. I cherish every single one of my volumes. Still have a Game Boy Color. I used to have a yellow Game Boy. Me and my siblings, we all were like basically assigned different colors, and for some reason when I was a kid, my mom assigned me the color yellow. And so I had yellow version, a yellow Game Boy. I had to like the yellow Gatorade, like anything yellow was like what was given to me. If you think nowadays just protecting your personal items as much as possible. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. Like my little thing have. I mean, it's easier now, obviously, that I have like a house and stuff. But I feel like now, you know how they say like minimalism? I think I'm more maximalism, minimalism, if that makes sense. I have like a few hobbies that I maximize my ownership, but I don't have a lot of those. So like, I have a lot of crafts. I have them organized, but I have a lot of crafts. I have a lot of manga, and I mean, I guess I have a lot of games in my Steam library. Lucky for me, I don't have really expensive hobbies like traveling or like, I don't know, clothes. If you're like really into fashion, that can really add up. Oh, I do like cooking. That's kind of an expensive hobby. But I don't like getting expensive ingredients, so it's not horrible, but I do like getting a variety of vegetables, and that can get kind of expensive. But yeah, so I maximalized, minimalized. I don't have, like, I have a lot of a little amount of things, if that makes sense. That was like super minimal. It's actually really funny because like all of the storage, almost all the storage in our house is taken up by my hobbies and like my stuff. And so you'll like open I don't know, like a closet, and it'll just have like all of my origami in it, or like all of my sewing, or like, you know, things like that. Val just has his desk, his computer. That's all he needs. As long as it runs well, he's happy. You're getting into espresso? Oh, that's true. Val has espresso. He's very into making coffee, which is perfect because like I can get like a like coffee beans, like whole coffee beans, or like a different type of syrup, and that's like a gift that he's really happy with. So I can get that for him. Or I'm like learning how to make like homemade syrups. I learned the other day there was like this. I saw it. It was like a vanilla whipped honey. I want to try it. They said it's like really good to put in coffee. It's like a good summer thing. So like a vanilla whipped honey. So I'm gonna make that. That's my plan this weekend, is to try that out to see if that actually is like good in his coffee. Moving cross country is a 2.5-hour train ride. Oh no, in America, moving cross country is like 24 hours, 30 hours. It is like literally across the United States for me. You still got your Pokemon Edition Game Boy Color and Game Boy Yellow. That's so cool. I wish I still watch this video again. I wish I still had it. I've told you all this, I wanna get the emulator figured out. So I can do that. Go, bro, we can do you wanna do a randomized Nuzlocke together? Doesn't that sound fun, being stuck in a Nuzlocke with me? I have been trying so hard to get someone to do like a Nuzlocke together with me. Soul Link Nuzlocke. You know me so that much? No, I'm a pretty okay Pokemon trainer. I don't know typing or anything, but like, it only took me a week when I was a kid to beat the Elite Four. So I think I'm pretty good. Ash Ketchum never beat the Elite Four. Did he? I don't know. when he said Nuzlocke. Ah, I see. Yeah, Val really only needs WoW. I'm still leveling my character in Classic right now so that we can play. Apparently I need to level a Panda so that I can get a mount. So I need to do that. I have a lot of WoW stuff I have to do this weekend. Oh, and I'm watching, if any of y'all have Netflix, there's like this K-pop hunter anime that was recommended to me. So I think I'm watching that. Like group watching on a Discord call, which should be fun. Okay, there we go. I got to the. I remember this part. The problem is I don't remember where the twisty part stops. You think Ash Ketchum actually did become a Pokemon master? Yeah, wasn't that like his final arc? They finally like let him win. Wasn't that what they did for him? Okay, I'm just watching her do her thing, you know? Forcing you to relog into everything. Oh my gosh. Password manager. I mean, Google. There's like Google password manager, I suppose. Most people at least have, like, Google Password Manager. What, do you miss Knight? Not much. We've gotten through 3 stars. Is he not very good? Is who not very good? Sorry, I've juggled the... Oh, Ash! It's just like a thing... Ooh, they had some thunder in this. It's just like a thing, right? He just, like, never actually... Like, wins. He never wins. Like, the end part. They never get to that part. I don't know why. It was just always a thing in the anime. He never really... Never, like, won the championship. Maybe it's supposed to, like, teach something to kids? Just because you're the strongest? I don't know. Oh, I did another one where I did not tear it long enough for sure. But now, like, Ash isn't a thing anymore. They have, like, new people. Uh-oh. 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 Everyone panic. Hit the panic button. Okay, we're good. There we go. Saved it. They just don't do it in the first place. Yeah, that's valid. We'd always be just would rather not have any computer problems. Trust me, I'm the first to tell you. Or I'm the first to say I wish computer problems just wouldn't happen. I'm a walking computer problem. I walk in a room, computers start failing. IT's worst nightmare. It's wild because I tell people this and they're like, Mary, you work with computers every day. You're a software engineer. I'm like, yeah, software, not hardware. And yeah, I probably know more in general about computers than the average person because of my proximity to them. But I'm not like I don't do much with like hardware stuff. Okay. There we go. What do you think? I still think the first one was the best one. But they do look like stars, don't they? Software developer and software engineer. Yeah. I often tell people I'm just a coder, you know? I didn't even go to school for it. I told y'all I like did a career change, so it's even more different. I know, granted, I did take Python in college. So that counts for something, right? But I took Python, we took a Python course, and then I did MATLAB for physics. But, like, do those really count? They do, like, as in their languages, but, and Python is, like, it was, like, chill Python. It was, like, intro Python. We didn't learn, like, computer science concepts, if that makes sense. We did, I think one of the cool projects, we coded, what do you call it? Paint. Like, the program, like, you know, the program Paint, like MS Paint, we like made that. I thought that was pretty cool for like a beginner, for like me. I was like, this is pretty cool. Computer problems literally used to be actual user error, and now they're fucking up on purpose. I guess moving across country would be a good way to stop being tech support. I was never tech support for my family. It was my brothers, because again, I didn't go into like computer stuff until like a year or two. I've always been a chemist. I was just like, sorry, I just know chemistry stuff. Tell them you're a hacker. Like, honestly, I'd rather people ask me if I'm a hacker than for the millionth time ask me if I've made, like, meth or something before because they watched Breaking Bad. They're like, oh, you like Breaking Bad, right? What is your opinion on Breaking Bad? What do you think? I have never, ever, and this isn't an exaggeration, when I told someone I'm a chemist, I've never had someone not ask me a Breaking Bad related question. Like, Explosives, yeah, fake chemist. I never said I didn't do that. I think I told you this, right? That multiple times when I was in college, when I would go through the airport, I'd set off like you know how they do the thing with the hand to check if you have like flammable or like combustible materials on your hands. A couple of times, I set the test off, and then I had to like explain to them my research, and they're like, "Oh, TSA was more chill back then." Once Beery becomes Heisenberg. Yeah, I'm a fake chemist. I'm okay with that. If I could get, if it gets people to stop asking me about Breaking Bad. I should have said that on my interview questions when people were like, "What? Why are you leaving chemistry? That seems like such a fun field." She's been like, because Breaking Bad. That was like the #1 thing actually people asked me in interviews. They're like, "Why are you leaving chemistry? That seems so interesting compared to what we do in like the tech world." I was like, no. The Breaking Bad questions, they're too much. When I tell a patient they're getting reactive material and they're like, "Oh, like the Imagine Dragons song," that is an extra layer of horribleness. I don't think... Okay, Cobra, not that it's a competition, but you might win. I think having someone ask you about the Imagine Dragons song... Oh my gosh. I couldn't. I actually couldn't. You win. That's not... Oh. You do a chemistry class stream? We can do a chemistry class stream. The thing is, I'd have to pick a topic that I'm not an expert on. Because, I told y'all this before, I had a very niche career. And so if I talked about the thing that I have expertise in, I don't know. So yeah, we could pick a fun topic though. Let's do like, what would be something fun? I like color chemistry. Y'all want to do something with like color changing chemistry? I think that's a really interesting field. Like why things change colors on the like microscopic level, right? At least Breaking Bad is good. I've told y'all before, I couldn't get into Breaking Bad because Walter White is like too many chemists that I know. Explosives. Oh gosh. Yeah, I think that's gotta be TOS, right? Create a test and then assign homework. Yeah, let's do a test. We can also do like food chemistry. Food chemistry is really fascinating too. I think chemistry that you can relate to in your everyday life is the most interesting types of chemistry. Like maybe talking about water hardness and getting stuff to crash out of the water, like minerals, that could be pretty fun. Water hardness would be a cool one, I think, personally. When the item doesn't ring up on the register, so that means it's free, right? Oh my gosh, I cannot imagine how many times cashiers have had to listen to that. Every career has that like one thing that you're like, stop, please, just stop. You know? You'll never do homework. I've assigned a assignment for you. I'll give you 50,000 points if you do the homework. Everyone loves their channel points. You know? Yeah, food chemistry I think would be fun. Explosives or TOS on YouTube. Well, I'm talking more about Twitch. Hi, Suwano! How's travel? Eat some good stuff? Me. There we go. So you do that to them on purpose. You used to be a salesperson. I feel like, yeah, you could be like, no, I used to do this for a job. It's okay. Next time I talk to a chemist, I'll do that. I'll be like, no, I'll ask the Breaking Bad question, and then I'll be like, I used to be a chemist. It's okay. I get your pain. I'm just making you suffer too. You know? We share it. Metals in chemistry. Oh, we're not doing transition metals. I think color chemistry would be pretty fun. 127k it's saving for October. Oh my gosh. I need to start thinking, I know it's early, but like what games I'm gonna play. I feel like my whole stream, anything not in October, is just people marinating for October. They're just waiting for spooky season on my stream. Oh my gosh, wait, I should have a spooky outfit. That would be fun. Like a spooky Halloween outfit for my model. That would take a few months to plan. We should do that. You giving this clutching? I'm so excited for the pictures. Hi, Toothless. Have you ever had the chemist equals pharmacy equals store clerk? No, what is that? You lost access to your Discord account, and since the Discord server is there, where you can get a link. It should be !Discord if you are interested in the Discord channel. It should be. You should be able to do it on Twitch. Sorry, YouTube, I haven't given y'all a way to do that. But if you're on Twitch, you can just put !Discord. Until Dawn. Oh yeah, Until Dawn I've seen a lot of recommendations for. Will I play Halo 2? Yeah, I know. Val has to do Halo 3 with me. But I need to get through Halo 2 first. We should do Halo. After we get through whatever I've been up to lately. We should continue with our Halo journey. Would be fun. Soma or Buzz? Can't you do Halo 2 co-op? Yeah, but Val's already done Halo 2, so he doesn't want to do it again. He just hasn't done Halo 3 yet, so he wants to do Halo 3. Play through the campaign. You know? Should you make a PNG spooky model? Oh my gosh, yeah! I would love a PNG spooky model. That'd be so cute. I don't know what a spooky model would even look like with my, like, cute but spooky. Maybe just, like, fall vibes, you know, with a little sweater that has, like, a ghost Nutella on the front. That would be cute. Chemistry. Yeah, we can't talk about chemistry. On this stream. It's the first rule of the stream. Don't talk about chemistry. Wait, what's my best costume, Juan? Halo 2 is a movie. Oh, yeah. Can you imagine my model with a different hair color? Maybe I'll make my eyes red. That would be kind of cool. Yeah, but we'll do Until Dawn. I know that's been recommended a lot. The Nutella cosplay. Oh, that's true, that's true. Nutella wearing a Veery headpin would actually be so scary. That would be terrifying. But it would be fun. It'd be pretty cute. Everything about Nutella is pretty cute. Ooh, this one I think I messed up a little bit. I went a little too fast with this one. Scary cute, I feel that. Make your model grayscale scary. We could do that. And then I can do my, finally do a what is it called? An anime music video, or not an anime music video, cover, and I'll do like, spooky, spooky skeleton. That'll be my first ever cover. How does that sound? I'm trying to pick a song. Now that I put the goal on a PowerPoint presentation, you know, I feel like I have to, like, it feels set in stone. So I've been trying to figure out what song I want to do. It needs to be something I like. I only know, like, oldies and stuff is the problem. And, like, SpongeBob. Do you think you can do the SpongeBob theme song as a cover? Do you think Nickelodeon will get mad about that? I wonder. Making what am I making? Yeah, we're building up to be able to make a wish, a birthday wish, a few weeks late. Food pics! Oh my gosh! Oh, I have to be careful pulling my phone out because there's a camera. Food pics. What's this? Great breakfast to start off the day with pan-fried meat buns. Oh my gosh! Okay, the meat bun and the fried dough. I don't like seafood, but everything other than seafood looks fantastic. Ooh, warm soy milk. That sounds interesting. Can I sign up? You got a lot of wishes. Yeah. These wishes are dedicated to stream. No, just kidding. Y'all can't. I need wishes. Y'all can't take these from me. I'm in desperate need of wishes. I got a wish to be taller, you know? Have fun with origami. See you later, Sawano! Safe travels, and I hope you find something tasty for your next day. Cannot resist looking at food photos. Dude, I think with my stomach first. It's not a crime to like food. If it is, send me to jail, you know? 2 karaoke streams. Yeah, maybe we should do karaoke streams just testing out the song. If you don't monetize it. My channel's not monetized, so it's gotta be fine, right? Have too many lyrics? Too many lyrics? You don't think I can remember them to sing a cover? I know SpongeBob by heart. Who is in a pineapple under the sea? SpongeBob SquarePants, and Sorbin yellow and porous is he. SpongeBob SquarePants, and nautical wants to be something new as SpongeBob SquarePants, and drop on the deck and flop like a fish. SpongeBob SquarePants, SpongeBob SquarePants, SpongeBob SquarePants, SpongeBob SquarePants, SpongeBob SquarePants. There you go. That was your first karaoke stream. That's what you get. There you go, Rectangle. That's 1 of 5. 1 of 5 ode karaoke streams. I thought of a wonderful stream idea. Let's hear them. I have a list of stream ideas that seem good, and then they're not. Not that they're not good. I'm like, wow, this would be a lot of effort to actually do, and then I never go through with them. Yeah, what do you have for dinner? I want to see. It does have more than words than just SpongeBob. It counts? Thank you. -1 out of 7? What? Stupid and grotesque? I would not call SpongeBob stupid and grotesque. I would call it a work of art. It's a slice of iconic Americana. We don't have a lot of good things going on for us right now, but SpongeBob... Well, new SpongeBob isn't that good. Yeah. F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. N is for anywhere, anytime at all, down here in the deep blue sea. La 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 la. 4-hour stream of writing my assignments. Yeah. Yeah, I will have a stream where I just do y'all's homework. How does that sound? I can't think of anything better. I did actually low-key... Okay, like I said, sometimes when I go on a lot of walks, right? And when I'm on a walk, sometimes I think of stream ideas. And this is just, like, free thought out of my brain, right? There's no filter here. And for some reason, one day I got it in my head that, like, a really great, like, video stream thing would be to teach people how to write resumes. I'm great at writing resumes. I review my friends' resumes all the time. I have a great track record of success for resumes that I review. I have a great track record of getting jobs based on my resumes. I'm a great resume writer. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but that's like a weird superpower I have is resumes. And then I thought about it. I was like, who's gonna watch a video? Because like you want to make videos of like, I don't know, things you're good at, right? I was like, I'm gonna write a resume. I was like, who's gonna watch a video of a blue-haired cat girl VTuber telling them how to like write like a resume? So I nixed that idea really fast. But there was like 20, like 50, no, it was probably like 10 minutes while I was walking on this walk. I was like convincing myself. I was like I was hyping myself up. I was like, oh yeah, Viri, this is great. That's gonna do some numbers on YouTube. Yeah, I came to my senses by like the time I turned the corner on the sidewalk. I'm getting into seasons. Oh, late season. I see. I am in for a homework stream. 4 years of content. Oh gosh. Songs that are for ages 13 and up. SpongeBob is all ages. It says so on the thing. May I ask for your help someday? Oh, heck yeah. Like I said, I have this weird love. I'm not even exaggerating. I don't know why I have this. I have this weird love for, like, reviewing, editing, and, like, cleaning up people's resumes. I don't know why. It's such a, such a silly thing to enjoy. Oh, I went the wrong way. Oh, I think I can just flip it over and it'll be fine. Like, why do I enjoy that? But yeah, if you ever have resume questions, send them my way. Please remove your PII, of course. You know, don't give me, like, a resume with your full government-issued name and phone number. But if you ever want me to just take a look and give you some feedback, if you ever just want my template, I will happily send over my template. There's nothing I love more than people getting jobs that make them more money. That's my passion in life, is helping people get more money. That makes me sound like a scam artist. I'm not a scam artist. I just like seeing people succeed and do well in life. Mike is weirding out a bit. Oh yeah, we established at the beginning of the stream. There's something scuffed. I don't know why it's scuffed. It's always scuffed, but it's extra scuffed, unfortunately. So is my camera. I see it, like, glitching in and out. Mike is fine, thank you. Your own boss? Dude, if you got your own thing going, good for you. I'm so impressed with people that, like, have their own, like, company. You've been shushed. You'd get canceled and blow up on Twitter because of the job application. Oh gosh. Is toddlers legally allowed to listen to? It's 'cause it's cute! Oh, I can send you the perfect format one. I'm looking at food pictures. Oh my gosh! Sorry, I love enchiladas. Oh, that looks delicious! And you got some nice fiber with the lettuce. Mmm. Is that like a tomatilla salsa? Mmm. That looks so good. Dude, I love red enchiladas. Everyone's like, Fury, they're so boring. Who cares? They're delicious. Mmm. Sorry, I'm happy. Juan's picture is fire. Every resume you've ever seen on YouTube has been pretentious people. Yeah! Oh my gosh, I hate people who teach how to write resumes. They just get it wrong, you know? I feel like they're by people who have never actually submitted an application. I don't know. I've, like, done interviewing and reviewed resumes and stuff for, like, the hiring process for companies I've worked for, so, like, I'm pretty familiar with what people are looking for. Can you have your template? Yeah, 100%. Just, let me know on Discord. Hi, Poreen! Hello. Sorry doing other stuff. No worries. We've been just hanging out, yapping. You know how it goes. Used to make money so you can play games. That is a vibe, yeah. You want to find a borderline legal way? Why does it have to be borderline? You know what's actually a fire job idea, or, like, business idea I thought of the other day? Feel free to steal it. I'm not offended. Because you actually got to be willing to put in the effort. Okay, listen to this. Old people, right, have cats. Dogs too. You know what cats have? Litter boxes. If you own a litter box, if you own a cat, sorry, with a litter box, you know how much of a hassle. You have to clean those every week for, like, sanitary reasons. But it's kind of a hassle. And, like, I volunteered before, like, going to elderly houses to, like, help them with their, like, cleaning their litter box and stuff. But there's also, like, they always, like, tip. And I just give the, you know, money to the charity that I'm working for, like, as a donation. Dude, old people with litter box, they would put a lot of money down if you would just come to their house and, like, clean up their cat's litter box. You would probably be making, like, I mean, it takes what, like, you could probably do a house if you like, expand and have more people. You could probably do a house or two in an hour if they're, like, in proximity to each other. And you clean their litter boxes, you charge, like, some hourly rate that they'd totally be willing to pay, because then they don't have to clean their litter box. And you have a, like, continued customer base because they have to, like, keep having their litter box clean, you know? It's like the whole window washing business, but, like, you feel a little like you're, you know, helping the community a little bit more. Dude, I'm not even old and I'd pay for someone to come clean my litter box. I'd probably pay way more than I should. But yeah. I know it worked because, like I said, I volunteered. They always tip afterwards. But obviously, if you would just want to do it out of the kindness of your heart, that's also great. Great volunteer work. What's with the camera glitches? I don't know. Everything is kind of scuffed on my stream right now. Apparently, my mic is also glitching. I don't know. I'll get it fixed. Maybe I need to go, like, I need to maybe have Val, like, look over my setup and just recommend new stuff to me. Slender Man. Oh, with the glitching. Cleaning weekly. No, not scooping the poop. So after you have to completely empty your litter box and sanitize it once a week. So you have to, like, scrub the walls and get all the, like, you know, if there's any poop on the sides or pee or stuff, you have to clean all that, like, once a week. You have to, like, completely empty the litter box. Not just scooping the poop. I scoop the poop twice a day, but I'm talking about, like actually cleaning the litter box itself, you know? You added tomatillo salsa? It looks really good, yeah. You make money by asking people for money. I mean, if it works, it's not a scam. How do I make your enchiladas? Do you fry your tortillas first, or the American way where you put the tortilla on the sauce? Yeah, I do the American way. Excuse me. Well, it depends how I'm feeling, but usually I do it the American way. Like, if you want to do, like, a super traditional enchilada, it does take a lot of time. Not a lot of time. It's not the most, like, time-intensive thing in the world, but it is more than just slapping it together, you know, slapping it in some sauce and throwing it like that, just chucking it. A friend's cat for a week. He told me to scoop and thought it meant deep. Oh my gosh, you deep cleaned twice a day. Dude, what a friend. What a absolute unit of a friend. That is some high tier friendship. Like, if you had to scale, like, friendship, if friendship was like a form of currency ranking system, you would actually be like rank 1 friend. That's just wild. I cannot imagine deep cleaning a litter box twice a day. That's so impressive. 10 out of 10 friendship right there. That's how you know you, like, really like that friend. They'd only tip if you spent 30 minutes chatting. Yeah, it's like, exactly. The best way to get rich is to give a rich person money. That is true, yeah. Sandville. Oh, yeah, I guess the litter would add up, too. I wanted to transition my cats off of, like, clay litter, but Shiro is, like, super picky. I think I want to... So, it's not in the cards for me yet, but that is a goal one day, because the litter gets everywhere, you know? You own a pet pigeon? Oh my gosh, what is it like to... Pigeons are very smart. That would be a very interesting pet to have because they're so intelligent. Do you train them at all? Or are they they just like indoor pigeon? The cat judges me, so you thought it was just it's just the norm. Cats are pretty judgmental. It's very cute. Enchiladas you made in college, you dipped the tortilla in tomato sauce and melted cheese and had diced steamed potatoes. Yeah, I love anything potato. That sounds good. We should do an enchilada making stream, and we could do like tiers. Okay, you're saying litter bugs? Oh yeah, litter bugs. I guess sometimes I have a little bit of an odd American accent, huh? With my English. We should have a stream where I show you the different, like, levels of enchiladas. Because, okay, Juan might be a little offended by this, but, like, in the Midwest, I learned this, they have, like, enchilada casserole. So this is, like, level 1 introductory enchilada, just to, like, get the flavors, but in no way have the traditional form. Where you just, like, put the sauce, you put, like, tortillas, you put a layer of cheese in your filling, and they put more tortillas, and a layer of, like, it's like a lasagna, but, like, enchilada stuff. Like, instead of a noodle, they're using a tortilla. That's, like, level 1, just to, like, get the flavors without, like, having to learn how to roll it. And level 2 would obviously just be dipping in the sauce. rolling it, and stick it in the oven. People do that. Then you could do like layer 3, which is in the sauce, but you're like putting it in the stove and cooking it that way. And then level 4 would be like frying the tortilla and doing like the whole thing. And we could do like a homemade sauce and stuff. But that would be a fun stream. That is fine. I am never offended. Just a little bit. You just have one male pigeon. He kind of just exists and you feed him. Still chill. Where do y'all find your pets? You found your dog on the street and he decided he's mine. I volunteered at a cat, if you know like what TNR is, Trap Neuter Return. I volunteered at a Trap Neuter Return organization and wanted a cat, and this kitten named Shiro came and laid down in my lap while I was in the kitten room. And you couldn't take cats home except in pairs for kittens. That was their rule, because cats are super social, and usually when they're kittens they need like a playmate. So I took Shiro home, and then I took my other cat home too, Marl. So I got my cats. And then Puff came later. Also from a shelter. All my cats were from shelters. So that's how I got my cats. You like Mexican enchiladas rancheras? All yours are rescued. Yeah, all of mine are from shelter situations. I feel like cats, typically, that's how you get your cat. I think it's very rare to hear someone who got their cat from like a breeder, but it's much more common with dogs. So there's a range to Mexico is the best part. Yeah, exactly. That's what I like about Mexican food. There's like a lot of variety. And controversially, I think Tex-Mex fits into the equation. I think Tex-Mex is like the greatest like little hodgepodge of like Mexican American mixing. Smothered burritos. I think they call them like wet burritos. Really good. Why does it have to be hot? You're not a fan of summer? I love the heat. I've told y'all my optimal temperature is like 100 Fahrenheit. 100 Fahrenheit is like optimal for me. Getting from breeders is so bad. I can understand. There's specific instances where I can't understand it. But yeah, generally speaking, it's a no-no. In my opinion. But if you get it from like a reputable breeder, right, who's done everything, has all the paperwork, has a very good practice, they only have like 1 litter a year. Like if you go to like a very good breeder, I don't think that's like the worst thing in the world. Obviously the preference is to get from a shelter. But if you're not getting that from like, you know, like a puppy mill kind of backyard breeder thing, I get it. Some people have like specific preferences. It's like not my preference, but I don't like to sparge people for it. You know? It's best fusion, but sometimes too heavy. Yeah, you can't have a lot of Tex-Mex. It'll go right to your waist. 10 to 15 C. What's that in freedom units? What's that in Fahrenheit? Not 2 Ramsigs? What's the humidity in your 100 Fahrenheit dream location? 0 humidity. I like dry heat. No clue. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really know Celsius. You have a medium-sized Chihuahua dog as your childhood pet. Aww. How much is 100 freedom units in Celsius? It's going both ways. Oh no. We just don't know each other's units. A 100 Fahrenheit is 38 C. We're getting pretty good at this, I think. They're like looking pretty cute, right? Zero C is like 32 Fahrenheit. Oh, wait, that's so sad. Doggos. Which is melting temperature. You think? Y'all know I like heat, so. What is step 2 with the stars? We put them in a jar. And then make a wish, and it stays on our shelf all year. And then we get our wish. It comes true. But I can't tell y'all what my wish is, because that's rule number 1 of wishing and the Fight Club, is don't talk about your wish, you know? Yeah, origami jar. Oh, like make an origami jar. No. 100 Fahrenheit is crazy. You think? I don't think it's that bad. I know, I'm getting really good at these stars, right? Yeah, I saw your Yorkie. Very cute. Very, very cute. I saw your puppy. You could do 100 Fahrenheit in Turkey. But here it's high humidity. Yeah, you can't do hot weather if it's humid. That doesn't work. That doesn't work at all. In the jar so we can see the levels slowly rise. I might do that. I think the jar I picked is a little reflective, so I might not. We'll see though. I don't want a little oopsie on stream, you know? There we go. It gets max 110 around here and 10 over that. Oh, wow. 100 Fahrenheit is like 37 degrees Celsius. Is that really too hot? Celsius is so... It's like... Y'all's temperatures are so smushed, you know? I don't know if that makes sense, that sentence, but like, you have so much less temperature to work with, you know? Your temperature per... So like, 5-degree change is like nothing to y'all. That's such an odd concept to me. The only thing you know about hot temperature is that the average internal temperature of a person is within the legal limit for a hot tub. Oh. Huh. Your nickname, Chuchito. Like 2 years old. Aw, puppy. You think 82 is perfect? I mean, it's not like I'm against it. I just think anything under 70 degrees Fahrenheit is too cold. Personally. I think anything under 70 is too cold. I'm just gonna say it. I think a lot of people find that controversial and get really disgusted when I say that, but it's too cold. It's sweater weather if it gets under 70. 500 feet above sea level? Oh my goodness. Jeez. Can you ever call a hot tub if it's just body temperature? I didn't sign up for a philosophical stream. Wait, is anyone watching anime this season? Is anyone watching The Summer Hikaru Died? I need everyone to watch The Summer Hikaru Died, because that's gonna be like my... I'm watching a few other anime. The Silent Witch is also really good, but The Summer Hikaru Died, the horror, the like atmosphere for the horror is so well done, and I need to discuss it week by week, and I'm really sad that no one has told me yet that they're watching it. It breaks my heart. Fahrenheit makes no sense to me. Really? Fahrenheit's all I've known, you know? You gotta watch it. Yeah, everyone go watch it. Everyone go watch it so we can discuss it. I put it in the anime channel on Discord. I would like to have discussion. Is t-shirt and shorts weather? No, if it's 70 degrees, if it is 70 degrees, I'm in a sweater. I have a hoodie, it's sweater weather. Karaoke sponsor. Aww. That's so cute. The atmosphere for the show is like very haunting. It's very well done. And like I said, I would like to discuss it. 12 to 13 is perfect, or 53 Fahrenheit? No! I don't go outside. That's like frigid. Frigid! Oh, this one got all messed up. This one got all messed up. Let me... I'll see if you can watch it. It's called The Summer Hikaru Died. Yeah. It's very... If you're a fan of, like, Higurashi, like, old Higurashi, you'll really like this one. It's very well made. Very, very enjoyable. That's so Yorkie coded. Yorkies, they're just like that, yeah. You're out in shorts in 50 Fahrenheit? Oh my goodness. What about rain? Do you go for your walks in the rain, or are you weak? I am weak. I am 100% weak. That's why I have a treadmill for inside. When the weather ain't doing it for me, I get on my treadmill. And also during the workday, I like to do walks too. I like to walk. I have a lot of energy. And I need lots of activity in my life. I suppose I'm opposite of a cat in that way. Not a very good cat girl, IRL. This would be like negative 19 Fahrenheit. Oh my gosh. No, I actually can't go. I have cold-induced asthma. Which means if it gets below like 30-ish, freezing, I start to have an asthma attack. If I'm exposed to that. So I don't go outside if it's below, like, I'm a little paranoid about it. It's like below 40, I kind of just stay in. But I've had asthma attacks before going outside in too cold weather. There you go. This one's a little derpy. Rain makes it better? I don't like going out in the rain. It makes me feel a little sniffly, like my nose. I'm a little weak. I'm a little bit weak. I'll admit it. Is it the cold air? Yeah, it's like breathing the cold air that does it for me. You took your cat to the vet on the bicycle in the rain? Oh my gosh, good for you. If it was like, yeah, if my cat needed something or my dogs, if it was like an emergency, I'd obviously go out. But if it's just for my, like, you know, health or whatever. Rain makes straight. Well, I don't drive, so you know. Cat girl doesn't like fish, doesn't like cat activities. Yeah. I'm an imposter cat girl. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all wouldn't hate me if I was a fake cat girl, right? You don't just watch me because I'm a cat girl. Wait, what just happened here? This one got all messed up. Or do you only watch me for my cat girl-ness? I don't even know how to say that correctly. This one got messed up too. Oh well. I think as I'm doing more of them, I'm not getting better at them, I'm getting lazier. Drive stick? I don't even want to drive regular. They made a new cycling underpass. Ooh. Yeah, we're leaving now. No, please. Even to an empty audience, I will continue to yap. That's all I do. Just yapopolis? I don't even know how you'd say that. Yaposaurus Rex? You got cat ears? I do have cat ears, yeah. Learned driving stick at 14. Oh my gosh. I had a private driving instructor because I didn't want to take I didn't do well in the public. I told you, I can get like a perfect score on the test. I never have a problem with like the paper test. It's the driving part. And I did once have a private instructor quit on me. He did actually say, I think you're unteachable. Which, honestly, valid. Other than karate stream? Yeah, we're just here to socialize. It's nice and cozy. Initial D got you into driving. Yeah, Prince of Tennis got me into tennis. Does that count? You also played Minecraft? Yeah, there you go. I do play Minecraft too. I do log in and do that. Driving stick is weird. Driving is weird for me. Pet the game. Yeah, I should have a little, like, if you can, I should have a little thing to redeem your channel points, just a little pet, you know? I've seen some people do that, it's kind of cute. One day, we will upgrade my stream, but today is not that day. Automatics are nice. We'll do driving simulator, so I can show y'all my knowledge of the road. Y'all can be impressed by what I know. Do y'all believe in my driving skills? I won't let you down. Dude, this is very relaxing. I saw... Y'all remember when I did the Eevee? I saw they have a set with Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle. Do y'all want to do more Pokemon model kits? I think that'd be pretty fun if y'all would be down to watch. I don't know how much y'all enjoyed the Eevee model kit because it was a lot of me bumbling around. Trying to, like, figure stuff out. I don't know how y'all even like my craft streams. I enjoy them, but also I'm not good at, like, camera angles. My camera's kind of glitchy, and my microphone messes up. So, you know, it's give and take. Into sim driving. Yeah, I think that'd be fun. I want to get a little steering wheel. Did you say you wanted to get you were getting a V2 model? Yeah. The holdup of my V2 model is my ability to rig. Because I told myself, I want to rig this next model. I want to rig my next model. I want to learn how to do it. It's like something I want to do. Like, I could just have someone do it. And they do a much better job. But I just want to try it. And I'm not very good. And I'm also sometimes, when it comes to these sort of things, a little bit of a perfectionist. And so it's very slow going. Because I keep, like, restarting my work. We'll get there. We'll get there. Maybe in 2027. But we do have a V2 model with all the designs and everything already drawn. For the same artist as my V1 model. I just haven't done the rigging yet. You believe in pedestrian safety? I don't hit people on the road. I've driven off the road, though. But that's why I stay off the road. Because I also believe in safety. And I don't think I am a safe driver to have on the road. Yeah, Eevee was cool. Origami Eevee. Oh! I cannot do an origami Eevee. No, it was a model kit Eevee. Yeah, it was pretty fun. Yeah, exactly. That's why I like these, because I can... It's like a yapping stream, but I always keep my hands busy, so it's, like, really good for me. You tried shift work? Yeah, I take driving extremely seriously, and part of that is acknowledging that I don't know how to drive. Stay off the road, Veery! It is kind of funny because every time I go to, like, a, you know, like, the state's equivalent of a DMV, which, like, I don't know if for non-Americans, that's basically, like, where you get your license and stuff, your Department of Motor Vehicles. Every time I go with my age, they're like, you're renewing your license? I'm like, no, I'm getting a state ID. And they're like, you want a license? You know how to drive, right? Like, you should have a license. We have licenses, not state IDs. I'm like, no, I need a state ID. I don't know how to drive. And then I have to go the whole thing, explain to them. And then it's just a whole thing. Every single time I go to DMV, I have to explain that I don't drive at my age. And they're like, what? Do you want to learn how to drive? I'm like, no, I don't. It's safer, I promise. A lot of the people here in this room probably also shouldn't be getting their license, but it's whatever. CDL? Yeah, is that y'all's equivalent? Wait, CDL to drive trucks? No, I'm not getting the CDL. When I was 16, they should be able to handle that. I should get my, like I said, I should do the driving sim so I can show y'all if I know how to drive. Or how my driving skill. Really need a board in your room so you don't have to get your desk set up. Yeah, like a little, I have like a little crafting area. want to do, like, videos that is just, like, cozy. Like, just the sound of me crafting. I think that would be, like, cozy. I like watching videos like that for cooking, so I want to kind of see what it'd be like to make one for crafting. I don't really know what the sounds of crafting are, but there's, like, wait. You hear that? That sounds like the paper, like, pulling together. That would be cozy. No tools, model kits, or Yap friendly. Exactly. A figure. I'm still considering getting that, the horse one. The horse figure. The horse girl figure. So that one I think might actually require tools. It's like an actual, like, kit. The DMV is your enemy. Class A driving license? Oh my goodness, wow. That's impressive. Yeah, I don't even have the skill to get a regular license. I learned how to drive from GTA. It's kind of like I learned Japanese from anime, but it worked for me. I can't pass the first level in GTA 5 because I can't drive correctly. And I have tried... Oh, we could do GTA 5. Y'all could see my driving skills through GTA. How does that sound? Does that sound appealing? Gonna reset stream. Driving a truck with 18 gears. Oh my gosh. Driving has to be one of the worst experiences of my life. It's so stressful. I did one time when my aunt was trying to teach me end up with the car in a ditch. She took me out to, like, middle of nowhere, like, with, like, farms and stuff, just for safety. So I ended up in, like, a cornfield ditch. But, like, scary! I backed a golf cart once on accident into a garage. I just don't know how to drive. I just stay off the road for everyone's safety. Every day, y'all can breathe a sigh of relief knowing that Viri is not on the road. Well known for its realistic car handling. Yeah! Mailed you 3 driver's licenses by accident. Oh my gosh, that's kind of funny. I had a state once when I went to the DMV. They were, like, really sure I should have a license. And I was like, no, don't give me a license. I didn't pass an exam. Don't give me a license. But they were, like, really sure that I was supposed to have a driver's license. And I was like, please don't give me this. I didn't, that's not the rules. Don't break the rules. Y'all know how I feel about breaking rules. And I was like, don't give me this. And they're like, no, you can just, no, it's fine. I was like, no, don't, stop. I like to follow the rules. I'm a rule follower. What did you miss? We're just yapping, you know? Crashed once. Oh my gosh. I'd be so scared if I got in a crash. Viri is a rules fan. Yeah, I love rules. I love following the rules. It's one of my favorite things in the world. It's not even exaggeration. I love following rules. When people break rules, I get so worked up. Because I'm like, it's the rules. You can't break them. They're there for a reason. When people get away with breaking the rules, it just I'm getting all wound up just thinking about someone breaking the rules and getting away with it. I can't stand it. I like rules. Is the bottom line. In breaking the Minecraft rules. I don't even know what a Minecraft rule would be, but please don't break it. I can't. We have rules! This is why my rules are very minimal on my channel, because if I had more strict rules and people were breaking them, I would be like, don't. There would be no one watching my stream because it would be a graveyard of people banned for breaking rules. I think a bigger problem with this, like, not liking when people break the rules, is y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. When you meet someone who likes to follow the rules and gets worked up when people don't follow the rules, it's everyone's favorite thing to tease and mess with the person who wants the rules followed, especially when they're short. It just always happens. It always happens. If we're doing something and I'm like, that's not how this is the rules. We gotta do it this way. And they're like, oh, what? You know, like, what if I step over this line? I'm like, that's against the rule. You can't do that. That's against the rules. Don't do that. They're like, oh, look at me. I'm breaking the rules. Jaywalking. Not waiting for the stop sign. Stoplight, whatever. Yeah, people love bullying people who like following the rules. A big part of the rules fandom. Yeah, I'm actually the president of the rules club. I've been told that if the server is set to not be allowed cheats, it will ban me if you try. Yeah, that is true. I can assure you my server is full of rules. Belt-driven one if you can. You get nerd glasses, Toggle. My OG model y'all are used to did actually come with glasses, but I didn't like the style of them. So I haven't used them. Cute though. I don't actually remember what the toggle button is. I don't think I like set the toggle for the glasses. I could probably just get a random pair of glasses. Do y'all not like following rules? I feel like I get like a sense of joy from it. Do y'all not? It sparks joy. I'm like, okay, in the back of my head the entire time we've been streaming, I've been thinking about what a like spooky season Halloween outfit would look like. It still has cute vibes. I don't know. If Viri had a costume, what would her costume be? What would her Halloween costume be? I don't know. Maybe I should just dress up as Haru. You walk through red lights if there's no cars. That's against the rules! Rectangle don't do that! You could get hurt. Rules are there to protect you. Do the opposite, you get a rush from finding unique and creative ways to break the system. Follow the rules. Follow the rules. Structured rule following is the optimal way for creativity for me. By staying structured within the parameters of the rules, for example, for chemistry, it's where, because if you follow the rules of chemistry are there because they're the rules, and people's like, well, the rules are there to break in chemistry. No. The periodic table rules are the rules, and then you can use your knowledge to stretch the like boundaries of our knowledge. Everything by staying to the staying to the foundation of the rules. That's how discovery happens. So yeah, I'm a rule follower. I follow the rules. Obviously, there's areas that you have to go outside of for discovery. But I mean like the baseline following the rules for like how periodic trends work and stuff like that. Some rules are dumb. Rules are rules! Am I going to build or buy a cockpit? For what? I think the conversation wasn't for me, was it? It's a separate conversation. Going in AFK. Good luck! You also cycle on the sidewalk. Evil. Evil! I'm here to push the envelope. As long as you're not breaking any rules. Push the envelope, but don't break the rules. I am, by definition, a very boring person. I'm just a happy little rule follower. Was I serious? Yeah, I have GTA 5. I'll stream GTA. We can do a GTA stream. I mean, you might have to fight with whoever wants me to play, Halo is my next game. So, y'all can debate whether I should play GTA 5 as my next game or Halo. The only thing is the GTA 5 category, isn't it like mostly RP or something? I don't know how that would go. As long as someone doesn't come into my stream and like want me to RP. I doubt they would, but you know. Every category has its own little like nuance that you sometimes have to like know what's up. Have I played it before? Well, like I said, I never got past the first mission in GTA 5 because I couldn't drive correctly and I kept failing and I gave up. Just RP is a chemist. RP is like Gary's mod. Oh, okay. I thought the GTA 5 category was mixed with the RP, but there's a separate GTA 5 RP category. That's good then. I don't know anything about like how the RP works. It's not really for me. I just know it's like a very popular thing, is like GTA RP. How are mortals meant to choose between Kino and Kino to play Halo against GTA? Y'all gotta pick one. Y'all want Halo or do you want GTA, you know? I'll start I can start a poll. How are y'all a fan of the polls that I start? Or did you watch Legend of the... What is Lottum again? I think you can cook drugs in GTA. Oh. Don't get me started! We're gonna look, if we're RPing, which y'all know I've actually always wanted to try RPing, I just want to play the game first. If we're gonna RP, we're gonna RP something we aren't. Maybe we'll RP as a rule breaker. Oh, I don't think I could, actually. I said that, and I thought, like, I actually had, like, a moment of physical cringe. I was like, ugh, no, no, I can't do it. Maybe we'll be like a lawyer or a doctor. Something at the opposite. What's the opposite of a STEM field? Business? Maybe we'll do business. We'll like be a consultant to make PowerPoints. How's that sound? It's like people get on a server worth mods and pretend to do jobs. You want Halo first? Lawful evil or chaotic evil RP. I can't even imagine doing chaotic evil. Can y'all imagine me being like chaotically evil? Can y'all even imagine that? If GTA is breaking rules. Oh, don't tell me that. Oh, Lord of the Mysteries. I didn't. Why not both? One on a monitor, other on a second monitor. I'm gonna complete the... Yeah, I want to do the single player first, and then we can try RP. I don't want to RP before I haven't played the game. Art school? Oh, we could be an artist! That would be fun. We can be an artist. Let's do that. We'll be like an artist. Yeah, we'll RP as an artist. I don't even know what that would entail, but we'll do that. An artist that follows the rules, though, please. Can you actually make drugs, though, since the chemistry degree? I will not be answering this question. Are you 100% you want to complete the GTA 5 single player? It's not for kids. Y'all know I'm 30, right? Like, just making sure. I can handle GTA. I'm an adult, a cool truck driver. Oh my gosh. Wait, let's RP as a truck driver. How long do you think I'd be able to go before they take away my license? Wait, that's genius, Carlos. Oh my gosh. Wait, I love that. Wait. If I was an anime girl, my eyes would be shining right now. That's so exciting. Wait, do I have the toggle? Genius. I love it. You'll be forced to break traffic rules? No, you can follow the surely you can follow the traffic rules, right? There are people who follow the traffic rules in GTA. That'll be me. If my RP is truck driving, then I gotta follow the rules. Single player has a part where you record adult videos. Does it actually? It can't break TOS, right? Like, people stream it. It's gotta be within TOS. It's an important question. It might make me love chemistry. I, once again, will not be answering this question. Knowledge comes in many forms. That's my response. And I'm a rule follower. I'm a good noodle. GTA is safer than Yakuza. Yakuza has softcore in it? Oh my gosh. I haven't watched anyone play the Yakuza games. I haven't watched anyone play the GTA games. One of the streamers I used to, like, enjoy watching started getting into GTA RP, and I just stopped watching them because I, like, couldn't... Look, okay, I'm just gonna say it. The concept of RPing is really cool, right? It seems really cool, but people making RP content, it's not as enjoyable. Because the point of RP is you're making, like, an interesting story. But I feel like so many people are just trying to make content. And if that makes sense, like, parts of a story, you need a story, you know? If your your character's always just doing ridiculously chaotic things all the time to entertain your stream, like, you're not really, you don't have a plot to your story. And so I couldn't really watch it personally because I was like, this isn't entertaining. Like, I'm not entertained by this. It just feels kind of like cringe. I don't know. The concept is super cool, but I think you need to be RPing with a group that's, like, you can have fun and chaos and all that, but you also need a balance of, like, actual storytelling, in my opinion. And I'm sure there are people that do that. It was just the, like, small little bit I watched was, like, not very well done, I suppose. Yes or no? The anime. Anything too bad happens in GTA. Have you ever RP'd anything before? Well, did I ever tell you, this isn't an RP, did I ever tell y'all the one time I played Dungeons & Dragons? Because I think I've told y'all, one of my dreams is to play Dungeons & Dragons. And I did actually once play a Dungeons & Dragons campaign. It was in college. And unfortunately, the table I got invited to, DM was kind of a creep. Let's just put it that way. It was a table of guys, and the DM was the guy that invited me, and, like, I was friends with most of them. Very, very, very nice guys. The DM was a creep, and I just played for once. I just went once because in the process of, like, an hour of being at the table playing, the DM found a way for my character's clothes to be, like, magically come off, or, like, for some reason come off 3 different times in an hour. And yes, it's all in a fictional world and all that, but I was like, this is not okay. Like, none of this is okay. Everyone was uncomfortable. No one was having fun. It was the worst experience ever. And ever since then, I was like, I just don't want to, I need to find, like, a good table of, I don't think most DMs, like, most Dungeons & Dragons campaigns go that way. It went for me, but I'm like, I just need to be at a table with, like, all people I know, with a DM I know really well, because I just don't want that uncomfortable situation again, you know? So that's my story of how I've always wanted to to do TNT, but I had such a bad first experience that I just haven't jumped in again. But I'll get there one day. I'll get there one day. People stream Dungeons & Dragons long form. Yeah, I've watched a few Dungeons & Dragons sessions, and I thought they were really enjoyable. Like, I love listening to the, like, story. You would do a campaign? See, yeah, like, I think a stream campaign would be chill. I think all of y'all would be really chill. Cobra has a lot of D&D experience, so if I ever do a campaign, I'd probably, like, join one of Cobra's campaigns. In GTA Online, me and my friends accidentally blocked the freeway and cars started catching fire. So the fire brigade came and a firefighter got run over. Oh my gosh! Dude, GTA is wild. That's almost stereotypical. Yeah, exactly. It's like so cliche. I was like, I feel like this is the sort of thing you'd see on like a... Like you'd read this story on like, I don't know, Reddit or something, and you'd be like, this is too ridiculous to believe. Like, no one could actually do that. But like, dude, college guys are kind of... Not all of them, but you know. Some of them are kind of... yeah. Let's just say I don't miss the college years. It's a bad DM. Yeah, they were just a really bad DM. But the thing is, like, all the people at the table had been in his campaigns before, and there was, like, not problems, and they'd, like, had their partners and, like, girlfriends and stuff join the table, and they'd never had this problem. So I don't know why he chose me specifically to do this to, but yeah, like, no one let him DM anymore. So at least there was, I said, like, they were cool in the sense that they, like, didn't let that slide anymore, you know? But yeah, it was shitty. No, he wasn't 18. I'm pretty sure he was, like, 22. He knew better. You never understood the I think the concept of D&D is super cool, like, creating your own world, you know? You could be a DM for the viewers. Oh, that could be fun. I watched a video of someone be, like, the DM for their stream chat. I thought it was so cool. I kind of want to replicate the concept. I don't know if y'all know the streamer Doug. It obviously has a much larger chat. So it's a different experience. But he did, I watched a video, it was recommended on my, YouTube, of, like, a D&D campaign he did with his stream, and he had, like, people come in and, like, you know, play different parts. And I was like, that looked, it was really fun. It was really cool. I would love to do something like that with you. Got to play D&D, but that's chance was robbed from me. D&D, we all have so many D&D horror stories. Why is it more horror stories than fun for D&D? You need some good improv to be able to DM. Yeah, I think I'm pretty okay at improv. I don't know about good, but isn't the point to, like, you know, you gotta practice, you gotta make some mistakes. But I don't think I'm too bad at improv. I feel like often, just from, like, streaming, I feel like I've learned a lot about, like, rolling with the punches. So stream has been pretty good for that for me. I think I told you, when I very first started streaming, I had 2 goals. This was back in 2016. I just got out of college, got my first job. I was pretty shy, not the best at, like, talking, presenting, being in front of others. So my 2 goals was, first, I was in, like, a new area, didn't know anyone, so I didn't have anything to do after work, so it was to, like, make friends and, you know, not be super bored and lonely after work. And then my second goal was to, like, talk a lot and practice talking, so that I would just get better at, like, being a normal functioning member of society. Stream has been great for that for me, actually. And now I just love yapping. Stream has made me just fall in love with just being a yapper. And now here we are, you know? You would ask some weird questions. Like I said, as long as the questions are chill. Like, can I turn this balloon into a chicken? That's an okay question. It had a good side for your D&D. There was bits of drama, but that's just what happens. Yeah, like when you have bits, like groups of people together, there's always a little bit, but generally speaking, I feel like y'all are so chill that it would go well. It wouldn't be like drama. The drama would be like, Viri didn't let me have this toaster, like, sprout legs and marry the chicken, you know? I feel like that would be our drama. That would be the rigged part of our campaign. Whenever you're in a small stream chat, you always forget you can't send images. Oh, yeah, it does, like, get kind of cozy. You, like, feel like you're, you know, that's what I like about it. It's very, very, like, cozy, just like you're hanging out with friends. Think you need anything special to DM as long as you can have fun. Yeah, we can all have fun together. I think DMing might be good for me. Like, you know, you let people you set some ground rules, right? Here we are with the rules. You set some basic rules about how the world functions, and then you just test the limits from there. That's kind of how I like to live things. So I think it'd be pretty fun. You haven't met new people in the last year. I get to meet new people every day. It's fun. With y'all. Well, you know, when new people stop in. But usually I have at least one new person I get to yap with. You gotta do a good session 0 where you discuss what people aren't. Yeah, exactly. I think y'all have a pretty good handle on what, like, I am and am not okay with. So, I would hope we could stay, you know, somewhat okay. But yeah, one of the things that was interesting about the campaign Doug did was he would have people swap out in parts of the campaign, so no one chatter owned a character for the entire campaign. It was like every different section had a new group of people, like, piloting basically the characters, so you had to think more about, like, the group and not just how you, like, your personal flair, you know? I liked that. DM has always been good. That's good. Have I ever had a bad non-bot chatter? Oh, Phantom. You don't know the OG Beery lore. With a question like that. Hi, how are you? Hi, Lena. With a question like that. Yeah, the OG Beery lore. I wasn't always a VTuber. I used to face cam, and I had a lot of, I had some very interesting chatters come in and make some very interesting comments. I'll put it that way. You can put 2 and 2 together, right? It was early days of Twitch, and I'm a woman, you know? And, yeah, so I had a lot of very interesting things said in my chat, and then I became a VTuber because I got tired of people like that coming in when I just wanted to, like, hang out and vibe. And now everyone's much more chill. So yes, I've had some very out-of-pocket things said in my stream. I also used to have a lot of issues. I used to play a lot more competitive games, and I had a lot of issues with people in the games that I played stream sniping me. Because I played at like a bit of a higher rank, and I would always have people come into my chat just trying to stream snipe and throw games. So I don't have that issue. I mean, I also stopped playing the game because I was tired of it, which is unfortunate that I suppose I let other people like dictate my fun, but I just got kind of tired of it. But yeah, way more chill now. Way more chill now. I love it. I love VTubing. Everyone's so nice and sweet, and the audience comments I get is just like, what is Nutella? My Nutella hair clip. What, you know, what is it? Is it a dog? Is it a raccoon? You know? Has there ever been a streamer who has never? That's true. I don't know if there's ever a streamer who hasn't had like an odd chatter. But I will say, since I started VTubing, I haven't really had. I had one. I can, like, it's so infrequent, I can literally count on one hand and remember iconically the people that came into my chat and were not okay. So, yeah, that's how infrequent it is now. Everyone's so sweet and nice. I love it. What do you mean my level 1 Dragonborn can't fly away and skip the boss? What about using my imagination? You hate me? Yeah, I'm sorry. You will have to, like, if I come up with a, you know, a boss. Y'all can come up with creative ways to beat them, but you can't skip them, yeah. I am a bot. That's true, one is the bot. On Origami Eevee, not a bad idea for the morning. I'm gonna get some rest before I do. Do I have a Discord? Yes! Exclamation point Discord! If you put exclamation point Discord in Twitch, not on YouTube, because I'm a bad streamer. I don't have it set up on YouTube yet. But exclamation Discord and Twitch, and you'll get my Discord if you want to hang out. During the VTuber era, no. The worst I had was someone went into my first time streaming on YouTube. Someone came into my YouTube and started typing out the N-word. And immediately I banned them. Like, didn't even let them type the whole thing because they were going letter by letter. But yeah, that was the worst I got. Which is very bad. It's very bad, to be clear. But, it was an insta-ban, so they didn't really have a chance to do anything else. Yeah, to be clear, y'all all know this. Y'all are all absolutely fantastic, so I've never had this problem. But, you know, obviously I'm pretty strict about, be a nice person. But no, weird? No. No, I haven't had any, like, odd behavior. I think I have had it a few times, that maybe a chatter was a little bit lost, like, in the wrong channel, because they were, like, having a conversation that had nothing to do with my stream. It wasn't a bad conversation. It was, like, imagine I'm talking about, like, toast, and they're talking about why the sky is blue, you know? Like, as an example. I've had that happen a couple times with YouTube specifically, and I don't know if it just has to do with how, like, YouTube handles chats or something. Like, the person wasn't responding at all. So, I feel like their chat was just, like, literally being, for some reason, there was something wrong with YouTube, and it was just, like, showing me someone else's chat. It was so weird. But maybe that's the oddest thing that's happened? You feel the general vibe on VTuber chats is way calmer. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. It's, like, a little niche, and everyone kind of, like, knows the vibe. So, it's definitely very chill. You want to create a chemist alchemy gnome? Every time you did something wrong. We could do that. We could do that. Only if the boss is able to be, like, a coding problem, but I have the answer wrong. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna do that as the boss. Well, if you're in my campaign, the boss is gonna be like a elite code problem with the wrong answer. That'll be my revenge if you make a chemistry character. That's my threat. For the first time, I've issued a threat to the stream. If you make a chemistry character, I will find something you're passionate about and make it wrong. Hello, how are you? Hello, hello. Depends on the VTuber. That's true, there's like a VTuber for everyone. That's kind of the point, right? They can like chameleon to be whatever. It's like, you know, easy to do that. Oh my gosh, is there a chameleon VTuber? That would be such a fun concept. I'm just giving out all the juicy ideas today. But yeah, bottom line, VTubing is great. Highly recommend it. And it's pretty accessible. As far as like all the programs and everything are free. You can get a free model. You could make your own free 3D model. Like you could start VTubing at 0 cost. For sure. You could literally use Neurosama's old model. So half the time I'm studying, the other reading, no time left for sleep. Dude, it's the triangle. It's the, have you seen like the college triangle? It's like there's sleep, social, and studying for college, and you can only have 2. And obviously everyone is gonna pick socializing and studying. That's why like no one gets sleep in college. You found my channel because of Stardew Valley? Aww. It is always interesting. I'm like a variety streamer. I stream everything. So it is always interesting to hear what game people came into my stream on, because it's like, what era of Viri did you come in? There's like the very, very, very few OGs that like know what I look like just because they were here when I used to stream with a face cam. Like, it's so interesting. Like the Viri eras, you know? My voice changer. Yeah, I'm totally using a voice changer. Sorry, the secret's out. A really cool concept is like a parody corpo VTuber, but the kind that gets terminated, like Homelander, but a VTuber. That would be so wild. I still stand by my like dream. Like if I ever went, like if I ever had a like a VTuber corporation, if I started my own corp, I would want to do like a, I would call it Out of Office. and it would just be a bunch of VTubers who have, like, normal everyday jobs and, like, VTube after hours. That would be, like, the perfect corpo. Everyone's just sleepy. Half of us don't show up to stream because we're on call. It would be great. Hi, Shiro. Hello. Hi, sweetie. Meow. Sorry. Good kitty. Giving my cat some scratches. Good boy. You don't think a voice changer would have this many mic issues? Oh my gosh, guys, cut me some slack. How did you find out about VTubing? Oh, that's a good question, actually. So, I used to face cam, and then I went, like, back in the old days of Twitch, getting big is different than what it is now. And I wouldn't say I was big or anything, but I had, like, people that knew me in the game that I played, Guild Wars 2. And like I said, I had a big, I only did PvP. I had a big problem with people coming into my stream and they were Q-sniping me. And I was playing it, like, plat, like, high gold, like, plat, mostly, ranked games. And it was, like, making things not fun. And so I honestly took, like, a couple years off of, like, streaming. Because I was, like, so... I was so, like, not happy. I was like, I just stream for fun. And why are people coming into my channel just trying to be mean? You know, I didn't get it. Again, follow the rules. I was like, why are people just coming here to make my day worse? So I took a break. And then, I saw Kizuna Ai on YouTube. I saw her videos, and I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. Like, I love this. This is such a cool concept. And so I started doing more research on it. And I still, like, it took me a few years to finally convince myself that I was like, yeah, I'm okay with, like, streaming again. I'm sure the people that were not cool, they have to, like, not be around anymore, right? And I did have it the early days of VTubing. I actually did have a couple of them come into my stream. And they're like, ew, what's this? And I was like, it was actually kind of good because it was, like, repellent. It was like bully repellent, you know? Like they're like, I don't want to bully this. I don't want to be in this chat with like this anime girl. What if someone catches me in here, you know? So it was like bully repellent, and so it was great because I got to have fun, and I didn't have people being mean to me anymore, and it made the bullies not want to be mean. And keys in the eye, it was all keys in the eye. And then I got into VTubing, and I started off with 3D VTubing. A model, and then I moved into 2D and did some like PNG for a while because I was kind of chill, and now I just mix and match, you know? Your first stream was a HANDCAM stream? Ayy! I feel like my early HANDCAM streams were like much goofier with what I was doing. Streaming rules are more important than traffic. Yeah, the normie filter, exactly. It's like a normie filter. Pippa made a fake AI VTuber corp called Flavor. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I should make a fake VTuber corporation of one. Just like how I really want to do a podcast about anime, but I don't have any friends that like are into anime enough to do a podcast with me, so I'm like highly considering doing a podcast of one to just yap. I started in 3D. Yeah, I started in 3D. I made my own model and everything. I like designed the model in. Well, what is the program? Wait, sorry, I'm looking it up. I forgot what it was called. Vroid. Yeah. I made my model in Vroid. It had like this really weird issue where anytime it was near the color red in a game, like if my model, if there was red on the screen, it would start glitching. So I stopped using it. Oh, thanks for the follow. Tsukumono. Oh, this is Tsukumono. You had a couple people you met IRL say some really creatively mean things about VTubers. I always do get confused about that. Like, when people get, like, really offended, or they're like, yeah, I don't get VTubing, or it's so weird. It's like, who asked? You know? Like, it's just people having fun. And it makes people happy, and it doesn't hurt anyone. Why you gotta be such a grump about it, you know? That's my general rule. If it makes you happy and it doesn't hurt others, like, pop off, have fun, you know? It's just cool to see people passionate about things. There's nothing cooler, I promise y'all. I say this all the time to people that have questions. This sounds weird. Like, when I have friends that are, like, in the dating scene and they're like, oh, I'm having trouble and all that, I'm like, it'll take time, but I promise you, there's nothing more attractive than someone who is into something, like, has a passion. You know, just find your passion. Like, when people are into things, it's so cool. It's so interesting. It's so fun to, like, listen to them. So, yeah, I don't get why people get all poo-pooed around, you know, like, throw a poo-poo party about VTubing. Because I think it's pretty cool. People, like, the like, things they figure out and, like, the way they build their models and the creativity. And it's such a cool creative outlet. I just scratched the surface, you know? 10 years VTuber will be mainstream. Yeah, I feel like it's already getting pretty mainstream, wouldn't you say? Like, Guro sang at the Dodgers game, like, you know? Pretty mainstream. My channel points are stonks. Yeah, it actually is stonk. How many more stars? I guess until I get sleepy. My voice gets tired. I'm still jamming out to the yapping. Viroid. Yeah, Viroid's pretty cool. Actually, other than rigging my my 2.0 model, my next goal is to get a 3D model. I want to do like 3D tracking and have like a, because I had fun with my model that like could track my hands, right? And so now I want to have a stream where, like, my whole, everything, like, I'm all tracked, you know? You can, like, see me walking around. We could do, like, a Beat Saber stream. I think that'd be pretty fun. Metaverse stuff. Nah, I think it'll be pretty... I mean, Facebook basically copied VTubers with their Metaverse thing, so... I don't think the world was ready yet for Metaverse with Facebook's concept, but I think in 10 years it'll be pretty mainstream. You should get a Meta Quest 2 for VR. Yeah, I have a... I think I have a Quest 2. I have a VR headset already. I play Beat Saber off stream all the time. I love Beat Saber. It's super fun. I probably couldn't actually do Beat Saber on stream because of all the games that are, or all the songs that would probably get me into trouble. But I do have a VR headset, like, set up that I play. I tried VR chat once, but I couldn't really figure it out, honestly. I probably need someone to, like, walk me through. Are 3D tracking expensive, though? So, there's some that are really expensive. There's some, okay, it depends what you define as affordable. To be clear, I'm an adult with adult money, an adult job. So, you know, the cost of things are a little different when I say this, so I hope this doesn't, like, offend anyone when I say this. But there's decently affordable 3D tracking you can get. It's called Mocapi. It actually used to be used by HoloLive. Now they have their own, like, in-house technology. But back in the old days, they used to use this called the Mocapi. And it came to America recently, like a year or two ago. And it's full body tracking for, usually, if it's on sale, it's like $400, but it usually sits around like $400 to $500, which again, expensive. But when you compare it to like the super expensive, like $10,000, like really expensive setups, Mocapi is like a very affordable full body all tracking setup that you can do. And it's gotten pretty popular. There's some other like offshoots from that, but I think the generally like, I haven't done the research on this like a year, so things could have changed. But if I remember like a year ago, the one people were really into was Mocapi because, like I said, HoloLive used to use it, and so like, you know, it's like a tried and tested in the like industry, like big players using it kind of product. If you want to make friends in the VTuber space, asking about rigging would be a great way to start a conversation. Yeah, I've. Okay, so I actually have a few, like, small VTubers that I watch their streams and lurk, but I get so nervous about, like, sending a message, and then I don't even know how to breach that, because you don't want it to sound, like, weird, you know, you want it to be natural. I'm really bad at, like, initiating conversations. I can yap, you know, I can hold a conversation, but the, like, the first entry level, like, hey, you wanna be friends? Like, you see, I get nervous even, like, even saying it. I'm actually a very socially awkward person, believe it or not. I'm pretty introverted. Well, most VTubers will probably say this. Yeah, I'm pretty introverted. It's, you know, it's different on stream. It is actually different on the stream. But yeah, I want to make some VTuber friends. I just really, I don't have the guts. I don't have the Haru Urara in me, you know? Haru Urara. I need to channel her. And then maybe I'll have the guts and bravery to make some friends. But there are actually a few VTubers that I've, like, I really want to, like, send them a message. They're, like, the same size as me, so I don't think it would be, like, someone would be like, oh, you're just clout chasing, messaging this person. They're, like, the same size as me. They're into the same stuff. There's this one VTuber that she talks all the time about, like, manhwa and, like, manga. I love watching their stream. But I'm just a lurker, so, you know. She doesn't actually know that I've watched her stream. So, like, it would totally be out of left field. And how weird would it be to message someone and be like, hey, I've been watching your stream for months. You want to be friends? Like, can you imagine how that would go? I sound creepy just saying it. Oh, I shouldn't say these things out loud. Do you want to play Minecraft with me? You should be down to talk to... Oh my gosh. Yo, I'm a lesser VTuber. I'm a very small VTuber. A little small. Not just in height. I know Juan's lurking in the shadows to crack a short, very joke. Ask someone to write a message for you. It's really easy. Most people want friends. You'll be rich. Yeah! Juan has a VTuber that he introduced me to. Well, not like introduced, like I've talked to them. Like I lurk in their channel, but I like their content a lot. I'm just scared and shy. I'm always taking recommendations on VTubers to watch because I just I like backgrounds, like hanging out. Yeah, it's complicated. Exactly. It's like hard to you know. Then when you get older, it's even more hard because you just overthink things because you've, like, you know, you've experienced so much more, so it makes you think so much more about these things before you do them, and that's just, like, I don't know, that makes it harder. And you've changed, new leaf. That's true. Honest, new leaf. You have to support. You don't chat? No, I get too nervous. I get scared. I know this sounds like... Maybe this sounds hypocritical of me. I get nervous. I'm a lurker. I'm a lurker viewer. I want to. You know, there was one time... Let me tell you the story. I'll you know what? I could talk about my social awkwardness. I'm okay with this. There was one time, I remember this streamer... I'd watched their stream for, like, a long time. They were, like, small, you know, they have the chat that moves about my speed, right? So, like, when you send a message, you actually, like, see the message and, like, interact with them. And after about a year, I finally built up the courage to put a message in your chat. And it was, like, something, like, just, like, hey, how are you? Like, the most generic thing. I got so scared and nervous. I closed the stream and never watched another stream because I was like, what if she knows, what if she remembers that and she's like, oh, that person said hi and then just left and never responded to me. So she learns, what is she doing? I got so nervous. I overthought it so much. I never went back to the stream. I was so embarrassed. Why didn't I just respond back to her and say, hey, yeah, hey, how are you? I'm good. Why didn't I just say that? It would have been so easy. I know better now. But at the time, oh my gosh. Like I said, those things that, like, keep you up at night, that you do something super socially awkward, and you're like, Fury! That was one of those. It keeps me up at night sometimes thinking about her. If they're smaller, they feel intimidated. If they're bigger, they feel like you're doing it for clout. Yeah, exactly. There's, like, no balance. It's silly because I'm a streamer. Obviously I don't ever mind when people talk in my chat. I like it. I like to talk to people. I don't understand why my brain can't understand it goes both ways and people also want to, like, chat with me, but I get so nervous. I'm like, The message isn't cool enough. That message wasn't. You gotta come out with like a banger start opening. You know, you gotta make them think you're hilarious. They do see you following for 38 months. I don't know, maybe. I don't check how long someone's been following before they chat. I don't look at like who's in my chat. It doesn't. I don't know if y'all have streamed before. You don't like see who's in your chat. You can like click on something to see the names. I don't click on stuff like that because I just yap. And you know, if people want to chat, they want to chat. If they don't want to chat, they don't want to chat. So I don't know if I like have lurkers or anything. I just like to hang out and chat with y'all. So like, I don't think they would know unless they look. I do remember I had one viewer, they were streaming, so I went to check out their stream, and they like made a bot that told them only when I came into their channel, and the bot like announced like, Viri is watching your stream. And I was like, what? And they're like, ah, Viri, the bot finally went off. I was like, what? I thought it was funny. They weren't like being weird about it. It was just like a joke they made. And I was like, oh. So yeah, I remember that one time. I was like, I'm not safe lurking. My safe comfort. There's a certain level of being... There's a certain level of being awkward or annoyed where it is enduring. Maybe, yeah. So what is your current go-to streamer pickup line? Hey, you wanna play Minecraft? I want to make a streamer Minecraft server. You know? Level 2 Minecraft server. Make friends through Minecraft. The dream. You know what's funny? Okay, so I told y'all I bullet journal. And in my bullet journal, I have a list of goals. And one of my goals for this year was actually to make a Minecraft server and play with friends. And I'm like so happy I was able to check it off my list. I was like, I didn't think anyone was gonna join and play Minecraft with me. I was so happy. It's like I was literally one of my bucket list dreams. It's great. It's been great. She fell into my trap. It's a bot. Oh my gosh. But yeah, that would be my pickup line. You wanna play Minecraft? Minecraft? Yeah, I'm not very good at like pickup lines and flirting and stuff. That's not really my like expertise. I'm too awkward for that. Look at how good this is doing. We've made quite a few. It's pretty good. I wonder what our next craft should be. I have like model clay. It could be fun to make like little characters out of clay. You should toss in a few yellow ones for contrast. We don't have yellow. But we could maybe try a different color. Here, I can let y'all pick a new color. I don't know if I can like... They're like attached by glue is the problem. So we ask Val for advice? Yeah, you should. You should ask Val for advice. He's much better at that. Me, you, my cubes, what do you say? Oh my gosh. I'm never gonna make any VTuber friends. Maybe that should be my goal for the next... that is actually... I don't know why I tell y'all the most embarrassing things. That is actually on my, like I said, my bullet journal list of goals for 2025 is make one VTuber friend. I still have 5 months. Y'all just watch on like New Year's Eve 2025. I'll finally put a message in someone's chat. You have 2 who will be happy. We're all introverts. Oh my gosh, you have to lock us in a room. Ask them if they want to play Minecraft. Okay, rectangle. Here's your colors. We've been using this dark purple. Do you want... I don't know. What color? We can make a few of another color. What if you just made someone a VTuber? Oh my gosh, I have been trying to convince one of my friends to be a VTuber, but it has to be someone I don't know. I feel like if I just have someone I know be a VTuber, does it count? Maybe it does. The room is Minecraft. Yeah, trap us in a Minecraft room together. Light blue? Okay. Let's see if I can get a couple of light blues out of here. Hi, Violet. Who wants to become a VTuber? Then I can check off. It's all to help me with my New Year's goals, my 2025 goals. Y'all don't want to see me be a failure, right? Those look like starbits from Super Mario Galaxy. Become a driving VTuber? There's actually a corpo VTuber who she's a driver. She's like her... That's like her thing. She does like racing games. She's like a giraffe VTuber. I think her name's like Kireen or something. I remember I noticed because her name is close to mine. But it's like a corpo VTuber. Excuse me. She's a corpo VTuber. Maybe you'll like her streams. I've never once watched her streams. I just noticed her name has Kiri in it. But she has like an orange motif, and I think she's like a giraffe. Don't put ideas in your head. Only stream with this. Oh my gosh. Catch me in your... Yeah! VTuber! Let's just be a big VTuber group. Only streaming things that no one watches. I think you'd be surprised. I stream some stuff that I thought no one would watch, and I feel like that's how I've met a lot of people. Axa, be a VTuber. Let's all be VTubers together. Like I said, we're working on my New Year's resolutions. You found her when you were searching for me? Yeah, her name is similar to mine. Who came up first, though? Who has the better searchability? It has to be her. She's a corporate VTuber. But I want to pretend it's me. I thought, honestly, like, my like, crafting streams would be, like, no one would want to watch them. But I feel like y'all stay, hang out and chat. So I guess they're good streams. It is. No! My new goal. Be the #1 Kiri. I don't even go by Kiri. I go by Viri. I changed my name when I became a VTuber. My name used to just be like Viri, but like with numbers and stuff, and it looked like a password. It was like super silly. And so I changed it so it would just be letters, but Viri looked silly, so I was like, what about Kiri Viri? That's how I ended up with Kiri Viri. But I go by Viri, obviously. You love craft streams? I like my craft streams too. They're very chill. I apparently need to fix my camera and my mic, but I appreciate y'all. I don't think I've ever said this. I appreciate y'all sticking through the scuff. Thank you very much for still hanging out with me, despite all of the stream scuff that I have. I appreciate y'all. You sometimes get recommended Japanese VTuber, and you pop in to say hello there in English. How many of them speak English? I feel like a lot of Japanese streamers know at least like a little bit of English. Like they can read English. Whereas whenever I have like Japanese viewers come into my stream, I feel bad because I can't read Japanese. You only got Zoo Tycoon and Minecraft on your PC? Wait, I love Zoo Tycoon. Okay, this isn't even, I'm not memeing. Axa, if you stream Zoo Tycoon, I'll be your #1 viewer. I love Zoo Tycoon. I've been trying to find ways to get Zoo Tycoon on my computer because you can't get it on Steam. When I was a kid, every single Friday we'd order a pizza, watch Star Wars, and then while I waited for the pizza to come to watch the Star Wars, I would play Zoo Tycoon. Every single day, or every Friday. That was my Friday, like, ritual. It was great. But I can't play Zoo Tycoon anymore. I have the disc. I have a Zoo Tycoon disc. I just don't know how to make disc on computer, you know? That's my stuck point. So yeah, I would love Zoo Tycoon. I would love to watch a Zoo Tycoon stream. When is my brother Kurovero? Oh my gosh. I'd go with the beige. Yeah, we went the light blue. Yeah. A lot will try to understand. How often do you ever get Japanese viewers? Usually on YouTube. I feel like once a week I get like someone coming to my stream that is using characters either Korean, Japanese, or Chinese. I unfortunately cannot differentiate. I apologize. That's something I should learn. But I do usually have some sort of like characters that I don't recognize. At least once a week on YouTube. And I wish that I had the capabilities. And I would like to learn. That's something I should like do. I just learn. Actually, let me show y'all. Let me show y'all something cute. Let me show y'all something cute. 1 second. Yeah, here. So as part of my dedication to wanting to learn, like I got this cute little like study book. It's just for writing characters, you see? But it's like a paper for writing characters to start practicing for Japanese. It's like what the little like elementary 5-year-olds use, but I'm pretty much at a elementary 5-year-old level, so I think it's perfect for me. You know? Zoo Tycoon 1 or 2. I prefer Zoo Tycoon 2, because it came with, it had the aquarium, it had like the aquarium stuff and the dinosaurs, but I'll take it all. You create an image of Zoo Tycoon and use something like Demon Tools to run the image. That would be really funny, actually. I don't know what that says, Rectangle. Don't sell yourself. I can fill in the blanks there, Juan. Oh my gosh. New leaf, new leaf, new leaf. But yeah, I would love to do a Zoo Tycoon stream. I did a Peggle stream like a few months ago. That sparked a lot of joy in my life. This feels wrong. There's something not correct here. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we'll flip it and it'll be fine. The song, there's like Chiko noko 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 koshata. I don't remember all of it, but I remember that was really cute when people were really into that with the deer anime. Like 5 discs. I have Zoo Tycoon 2. I don't remember how many discs I have in the set, but yeah. Zoo Tycoon stream, please. Into small Japanese streamers just typing. Oh my gosh. As long as they're having fun with it, you know? I just think the more languages you learn, the better, you know? You can communicate with more people, and that means you have more opportunities to make friends. And that's what we're all here for, right? I feel like the backs are like always kind of, you know? Like, I'm not making them puffy. Hi, Puffy! Yeah, my cat's name is Puff, so like he heard Puff and came a-running. There's nothing better than going into someone's chat and just like brightening up their day. Those are the real MVP chatters. That, like, they just make a consistent effort to make someone smile, you know? Dun, 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 dun. It's stuck in my head now. I never watched that anime. Was it any good? It's the eye of tiger. It's the king. I wonder what anime this season is gonna be like the viral dance. I haven't really seen any openings that like had like a really viral dancing type element to them, so maybe nothing this season, honestly. It doesn't seem like it. At least, I don't know, did y'all see anything this season that like had more of that? Are you into home server stuff? You repurposed your old server to run Debian. What is Debian? I'm not familiar with that. I'm familiar with the concept of a home server, but like very, very, very high level. I'm not like in any way an expert. I kind of wanted to like did some research on like Raspberry Pi stuff for a bit, but that's maybe as close as I got to it. Jellyfin, Shinobi, and a NAS. I feel like, have I heard of Jellyfin before? Or have I heard of Jellyfish? I think I've heard of Jellyfish. Is like Plex, Shinobi is like an MVR, and a NAS is a NAS. These are all words I'm not familiar with. Maybe Plex. Plex I'm familiar with. Plex I'm familiar with. But that's the extent of my the words that you've said. If Jellyfin counts as home server, then you have one too. I don't know anything about it, so. Really swap from Plex to Jellyfin. But no, I'm not like super into or familiar with that. It's fun. I have so many hobbies, it's hard. It's hard to get into more. My current hobby is, I've told you all this, sourdough starter experimentation. But I'm getting towards the end of it. The new thing I want to get into is composting. Composting is my new, like, thing I want to do for this summer. I know the summer is, like, half over, but there's still plenty of time. I have a book about composting that seems pretty interesting. So I think I have time to, oh, mess this one up a little bit. Oh well. He's a little smushed. You got a Raspberry Pi or something for your college years? I don't know if they can run a server. I know you can like do something with them to like mask your internet or something. I forgot. It was a while ago that I looked it up. Everyone was talking about it. There's like a way to bypass ads when the first like YouTube apocalypse ad thing happened. I like these two colors together. These are very nice. Plex always breaks anime subtitles. Oh, well, that's annoying. My finally be resurrected. All hail the Raspberry Pi. Use an obscure Russian browser, and now you don't get ads anymore. But then you're using an obscure Russian browser. I still am using the old Firefox method with ad block. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this on YouTube. I forget that I stream on YouTube sometimes. I need to have Twitch-only streams sometimes. You can get away with, say, perhaps a few more things. I heard YouTube is, like, changing the rules of, like, AI monetization or something. I thought that was kind of interesting. Stuck in my head now! Push. Push. Your preferred browser is Brave. Oh, interesting. Should do a Linux stream. Let's not do anything with Linux. You also run Linux art on your main PC. Oh my gosh. I used to have to do Linux stuff in college. Never again. I'm over that. Are you experiencing interruption on YouTube lately? And then a pop-up saying you should disable ad block. I've just had videos take like a really long time to load. They take forever to load. It's getting annoying. Use other ones a lot, but you've been... I think I should switch browsers, honestly. How do you know how to code, but don't know how to use Linux? I mean... You don't really need it. Maybe for like really old development, but like current age, not a lot of people are using Linux anymore. Oh, let me tear this little part. There we go. It's easier. Supposedly they will make it so you can't monetize AI stuff as easily. Yeah, that's what I saw. I thought that was kind of interesting. Your relative's house and you're trying to figure out how to turn off the last light. Oh, there's nothing worse than that. Being in someone's house that you're not familiar with and like trying to figure out how something basic works. Like, okay, when you go to a hotel and you're trying to like figure out how to turn on the water, and I feel like they always make it like way overly complicated. Actually agree. Yeah, they take a long time to load and eventually you get it. Yeah, exactly. Ah! I assume you're talking about agreeing with the AI stuff, not the slowing down videos. Yeah. Go in. You also hate when you're forced to update Windows every month, but you can go months without updating Linux. Yeah, sometimes I wait for like forced updates if I'm being honest. MatPat is getting into politics so he can advocate for creators, right? He gave a whole speech in DC. Oh, that's kind of interesting. It is very interesting, the concept. Like, it's a monopoly. YouTube's, you know, like... But the, like, infrastructure cost of anyone else trying what YouTube is doing is, like, so high. It's not really accessible, you know? So, you're at their place after the craziest words. Oh, no! Oh... I hope your flight... Oh, gosh. I've told y'all all my cursed flight stories. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, flight issues are kind of the worst thing ever. And I feel like it's just been getting worse and worse with flying stuff. But yeah, I always have very cursed flights. You agree with them killing AI stuff, enough of the whole site being barely functional. I assumed, but you know... Yeah, I do feel like... So actually something very interesting. Every time before I post a video or like stream, YouTube actually has a section that asks me a question. It's an optional question, you don't have to answer it. But you can click yes or no on it. If your content has AI. Like if your content has AI. So I'm kind of curious, like, is that going to be a mandatory question? Like, how are they going to police and like... you know, check that. Is it if you don't flag something as AI that is AI, do you get in trouble? Like, I'm very interested to see how they moderate and like, you know, deem things one direction or another. And where's the limit? You know, like if they have on their screen like a picture of a real banana, but they're reading AI it's like an AI voice, or you know, like maybe the script is all written with AI, you know, like where it'll be interesting to see where the like the barriers are, if that makes sense. It's like a very hard thing to moderate. But oh yeah, Vimeo. I used to watch a lot of anime on Vimeo. I remember that. 34-hour travel day. Oh my goodness gracious. I hope you get some rest. Nice, long, relaxing, well-earned rest. You about AI is probably just to train their own AI detecting AI. But like is it like it's such an interesting thing. I don't know. I feel like these sort of problems are like very interesting to think about. Obviously you'd have to work there to like actually hear what their solution is. But what an interesting problem statement. Like, how, if we want to moderate AI, how do we properly moderate that, right? Like, it's such an interesting topic. And then where do we draw the limits of what is or isn't acceptable? If we're deeming something transformative, if y'all remember, we had a similar conversation when we were talking about the concept of, like, React. Remember, there was a whole thing about what makes React content transformative and unique to, like, where it's, like, you're changing the medium in some way. I feel like we're going to end up having a similar conversation about AI of like where is it transformative or unique enough of a concept that it's like it's acceptable by like those standards, you know? Because it kind of ended up being like, yeah, people just like put someone else's content on the screen, put themselves in the corner while they like eat a sandwich and laugh a little bit, you know? That ended up being considered transformative enough that most people it's okay. So like, I can't imagine they'd be that strict. It has to be like super blatant AI usage with like zero transformation, you know? Hi King, how are you? It's gonna be badly implemented and sure some people will be flagged as AI and some will be cadence is real. Yeah, exactly. As long as they don't go after Neurosama. Oh, we'll throw some hands if they go after Neuro. Let me talk to Cuban. I don't know. It's a very nuanced topic. It's a very difficult, I think, very emotionally charged topic that can like get people very angry very fast. But if you look at it from like a problem statement perspective, it's an interesting problem. I don't know how they would like. If I was YouTube, hypothetically, like I wouldn't be VTubing. Obviously, I'd be like a bajillionaire. But if I was YouTube. That is not a problem I would want to tackle. I understand the need to tackle it, right? Because if it's like dead internet theory, right? If all of your content is overwhelmingly like flooded with AI, no one really wants to interact with your like content anymore because it's not like unique or interesting or fun. So I understand the need to moderate it, but geez, it's a hard problem to solve. Like, well, like you said. You can certainly implement something poorly, but like if you want to do a really good job, it's a fascinating problem statement. Being good, glad to hear it, King. Is it raining where you are? Or is it just added? Yeah, we have a little rain background because when it was just me yapping, it was a little quiet, so we added a little calming noise in the background. When corpos start trying to copy Neuro. I don't think anyone will be able to replicate just the magic of Neuro, but there's already been some people that have tried to do, like, copies of it, for sure. Like, I've seen a few people trying to do copies. Nothing just matches Neuro, but eventually they're gonna get there. There's gonna be some companies that put a lot of money into it, and it's gonna be kind of sad. I heard Beetle got offered a lot of money for, like, Neuro, like, the IP and all of the technology. So, and he didn't, like, take the deal, but kind of wild. Neuro is not AI. Yeah, exactly. Neuro is, like, so transformative. Bots are watching videos made by bots. Yeah. And then there's concept of like people are like, if you see like a bot lurking in your channel, they're like, oh no, that's a good bot, that's okay. Or like, I don't know if you've ever been on Reddit, there's always like little bots that do things like a haiku bot or things like that, and then people are like, oh, good bot. I'm like, no, it's not fun. No bot, good bot, go away. Dead internet theory, make it stop. Maybe I'm a grump. You're a legit Facebook user, but it's gone downhill totally. We were just talking about, like, Facebook and how I only use it for, Marketplace to get manga. You should do a collab with Nero, dude. Oh my gosh. If I do a collab with Nero, that would actually... I told you, Kizuna I and, Nero are my favorite two VTubers. I think I'd have to retire. I might actually have to retire if I get a collab, if I ever collab with Neuro, because that's the peak. Where do you go from perfection, you know? Neuro noticed me. We'll do a chemistry stream together, Neuro. You know? Dude, I would actually be terrified to see Neuro on a chemistry stream. I don't think she has any concept of safety. We're gonna do one more color. I think a dark blue is good. Bot arguments are often arguments about their creators being... Yeah, that's true. It's more like the creator. Nero's a good bot. this one up a little bit? Yeah. I know some chemistry for the end of stream. Oxidation of paper. I think I did a video, my very first ever video that I did on YouTube was on my anime channel, and I'm pretty sure I talked about the oxidation of manga. Like it turning yellow. And like, I don't remember. I feel like that was my first video I ever posted, my first short. Either that or it was the Minecraft automatic chicken farm. Which, how sad would it be my first video was that instead of a chemistry video? You should do a Minecraft stream where you play around with command blocks. I don't think I've ever messed with command blocks before. What do they do? Turning to ash then yellow? Oh, no, we're not gonna start a fire in my bedroom. You've really started to hate Reddit over the past few years. There's like a few subreddits I still enjoy a lot, like the very niche subreddits, but yeah, like I don't really hang out a lot on like the homepage of Reddit for sure. It's just like too many bots. Command blocks run code. Oh, I used to use the Tinkers mod, and I would program the bots to mine for me. It's not like hard code or anything. You could barely call it programming. It's so simple. But yeah, I would have them like strip mine for me. Creeper blew up your machine. Oh no. Door animations. Oh, that's cool. I will work on that. I need to turn off griefing. I have to turn off the server for a bit though to like make adjustments. I don't know. I've been so busy. I actually haven't gotten, I'm sure y'all knows, I haven't been able to get on Minecraft much lately. It's kind of made me sad. Like, I want to play Minecraft. I've been so busy. You should start a subreddit. Yeah, I'll start a beauty subreddit. We can talk about turnips. How does that sound? Talk about turnips on my subreddit. It's like coding. You can code in Java. I can code on like a Java-like. I can do Kotlin. I know a few languages. It's like a Java language, but I don't know Java itself. I haven't like ever developed in Java before. Or simple bash scripts. I mean, my job is coding now, so like, I'm a little dangerous, but you know. You can turn off the damaged terrain. Parsnips! I don't really like parsnips or turnips. I think they taste a little like dirt, even after you wash them like a billion times. You know? Yeah, I can turn off damaged terrain. I just haven't. You can code in assembly? No. Python, JavaScript, React, I guess, TypeScript, Kotlin. Oh, Ruby? Ruby on Rails? I forgot I learned Ruby a while ago for fun. I like front-end stuff, though. I like React a lot. That's like the type of code, like, development I like to do is front-end stuff personally. But, you know, I feel like we all get stuck in the back-end world. I want to learn, Poopy. What is that language? Swift. I want to learn Swift. For, like, Apple. For, like, iPhone development stuff. But I haven't gotten around to it. You've never known the Dutch word for parsnip? What is the Dutch word for parsnip? I don't know it. Barely know all the English words. Pastinak. 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 Is it like a long A? Like ah? Like pastinak? Or pastinak? Pastinak? Pasta. Not bad. Nice. Yay. I must have gotten close. The later. Okay, so pastinak. Oh, I hear the dogs barking. Bum, bum, bum. Bum. Work, work. Work, work. 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 I feel how janky my mic is. Y'all probably can't hear the dogs barking. You know? No, we can. You can hear him, Val? Well, yeah, that's like double in your ears. What do you think of the origami stars, Val? Are you impressed with my progress? This is 3 hours of work. What are you gonna use them for? I'm gonna make a wish. That's all. If you make 1,000 of them, you get a wish. And I guess I'll put them on my shelf for decoration. It's worth it for the wish. Wow, it's supposed to be like whimsical. It's whimsical. I'll wish for the boom chickens to be good. Isn't that a valiant wish? Aren't you like leveling in WoW right now though? Did you get to level 85 already? You might already be back to leveling. Oh, 58. It is backwards 85, I suppose. I feel like Vow in a Viri stream is like a mythical creature. It's so rare. And you Viri 30? No, wait, where is my... Oh, you're talking about my... Okay. Where was... I think we got to like 20? Yeah, 20. We got to 20. Okay, we got stuck on this like quest with like we were waiting for something to drop and I got everything I needed. I needed like 10 of one item and 10 of another. And we, for like an hour, Val was trying to get the final like grave dust or something to drop, and it was so miserable. After that I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna take a break. And that break's been a week. Been a week-long break on that one. The most cutting you've done is lowering your screen brightness. I mean, that counts, right? Yeah, I finally got all 10. And he sold them! It was wild. A whole hour! And he sold them. I was absolutely... I had no words. I logged off. We both logged off. Yeah, why do people play Classic? It's evil. Evil! But, yeah, I need to level. I also, like I said, need to level a panda so that I can get a mount. We'll see if I do that this weekend. Please tell me it was bear asses or raptor. Do you have to farm bear asses in WoW? No, it was some skeleton in like a graveyard. Grave dust. Yeah. Good night, Axa. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, it didn't set off the dots. Oh, wow. Night. Evil. Evil is what it was. Evil, I say. Oh. This star. I just realized, how often have I been folding off the screen right here? That's kind of funny. Look at this. Yeah. This guy is not starring very well. He's not. Yeah, there we go. It's a great software engineering lesson in user retention. Yeah, that's what they were going for. WoW is a social experiment. There we go. This guy is really struggling. But he kinda got there. He's more square than star. Maybe I can like flatten him out and save him a little bit. I think I might be making it worse. He's a little special guy, you know? But I do think I am heading out. I do think it is time for me to head out. Oh, I heard the party. Are you all ready for Lord Fury? You should get a needle and fishing line. I actually, excuse me, saw a lot of the tutorials had them doing like making little like star bracelets, which I thought was pretty cute. I should pause the. Wow, the silence is deafening. Let me put these stars in their little jar. The bottom isn't even covered. Oh my gosh, we have so much to go. Wow. Well, we're trying our best, you know? But yes, I am heading out. I don't know what we're doing on Sunday. I might stop having Sunday streams. Just because it, like, Sunday morning is for my chores, and it kind of throws off my Sunday morning rhythm, I won't lie. So, we'll see. We'll see. I'm indecisive. I'll make a decision. Maybe I'll spend Sunday morning fixing my mic for the billionth time. We'll see. But yes, I am heading out, everyone. I hope everyone has a good evening and a good weekend. And I will post on Discord. Maybe we'll vote between GTA and Halo. Or maybe I'll just play Halo. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah. Good night, everyone. I hope you have a good weekend. I will see y'all on Monday. Bye.